Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Storm King's Thunder, right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful Dungeon Master for the evening. Welcome to episode 91, everybody. Things are getting really exciting here as we travel on further and further in this Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition adventure. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. A couple quick announcements and shout outs to some of our sponsors and affiliates. I'm going to throw out a big shout out to Twitch, Streamlabs, Team MZ, Many-Sided Dice, and also Little Dragon Corp for all of their ongoing support. If you type in !Little Dragon in the chat, you will get a quick link to Little Dragon Corp's website where you can purchase some really cool dice and other RPG gear like dice rolling trays and Christy, they got all kinds of stuff. You guys, who's been browsing on their website recently?
I think they have a light up tray, don't they?
I think they
What?
do. I think they
They have LED stuff. Like it's pretty cool.
It's pretty funky. So yeah,
And they have really cool limited edition dice on their Kickstarter right now because they hit stretch goals. So you should go check them out.
Nice. Yes, please go check out Little Dragon Corp. Also, if you type in the coupon code bonus during checkout, you get 10% off your order. So that's pretty cool too. I think the elemental dice, they closed up their Kickstarter with that, so be looking for those to be showing up on their website here within the next, I don't know, probably 6 months or so you guys can jump on there and order some elemental dice as well. So pretty cool.
And they've got those really cool Dragon Claw bases too that light up.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. They're really cool.
It's like anything you put, anytime you put LEDs on anything, it just makes it like 5,000 times better.
So true. Oh my god.
Just like we're all gonna show up with just LEDs like strapped to.
Molfin 2.0. He's just gonna put a strip of LEDs.
My black light is all LEDs,
LEDs?
and look how it's so good.
That's so awesome. Yeah.
Ah!
Molfin's Shroud of Souls will be covered in LED lights before this adventure is over.
Yeah.
With a little control sort of like this that he can just sort of go and change the colors on.
We should first do the eyeball so it looks like you've got eyes again.
When Lachlan pulls out the oath bow and says "swift death to my enemies," all of a sudden this like rotating LED lights just start blinking around it. You don't need to aim.
Yeah.
We just need LEDs. That's the moral of the story.
Yep. Well, welcome everybody. We're so glad that you're here with us tonight. A couple quick announcements. Tomorrow is a Dirty 20 day. We have Dirty 20 tomorrow live at 5 p.m. Eastern Time right here at Proficiency Bonus. We'll be on episode 5 of that current campaign, so come and check out that group as they continue on their quest to find this mysterious Taku character that they've been haunted by for much of the adventure so far. So I think they might actually lay eyes on him for the first time tomorrow, so it should be pretty exciting. Unless they decide to just do what this party tends to do and just say, hey,
All the side quests.
squirrel, and then you just leave.
But Michael, we're at like 77% completion. We can't go on with the main story till we hit 100.
That's it.
This is true.
Yeah.
Michael, you have to be careful saying that. One of our 2 druids might be watching tonight, and tomorrow it'll be, oh, I know, wild-shaped squirrel.
Wild-shaped squirrel. I'm out of here. Peace.
Take off running.
Bye.
Bye. What? D&D? Nah.
I'm looking at you, Obu.
All right, so we've got that going on. Shadowrun is coming up very soon. November 1st is going to be our start date for Shadowrun. Once again, we are not going away from Storm King's Thunder. We're only doing probably like probably the first Friday of every month.
First of every month.
We will run some Shadowrun on here just to try something new and different. Give you guys a little taste of a different world, a different atmosphere. So it should be pretty neat.
And we have another person joining the fray too.
Yes, we do. Another person who's going to be jumping in here for some Shadowrun. So you have to stay tuned to see what happens. I'm hoping that perhaps we can get an updated trailer that's a little bit longer than the one I already have that we can release maybe a week or 2 beforehand to give everybody a little bit of a teaser. So it'll be cool. Anybody have any other announcements that we need to go ahead and throw out before we get
Mystic
started?
Hour.
Go ahead.
I feel like I'm really closing in on the end of Detroit Become Human. I went for
so
4
intense.
hours last night. We went for 4 hours because I couldn't stop, and it was so intense. There was a lot of emotions.
Don't say anything. I fell asleep partway through it. I got to catch the end of it.
Okay,
Too.
I'll just say there's a lot of feels and a lot of screaming per usual, and Christy getting mad at the game. But I feel like we are getting closer because like it was really intense. I feel like we're getting closer to either the end or like the highest crescendo of the game. Like it's intense, guys. Come join us. We at least have one more session of it next week, so stay tuned.
Cool.
Awesome.
Strahd will be back on Sunday.
Yay! More
After a couple
Yay.
months off, Strahd will be back.
Strahd is coming back.
Nice.
Nice.
We've got
Midterm week.
We've got at least
It's midterm week.
Midterm. Oh no.
Kill me.
Good luck with that.
So if
So
you're
if
dosing off,
you're dozing off,
you're studying.
Oh, we're getting an echo.
Feedback.
Yeah, so we're getting echo from somebody.
echo
I'm not sure.
From Zos.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's always you.
And Matthew, Tomb of Annihilation.
We have
Oh my
Two
god.
pretty much hit the well, as Michael was saying, as Christy was saying, has hit the crescendo, has hit the high point.
Mhm.
So we have one last episode of Tomb of Annihilation this Monday.
What?
It's going to be running a little different than usual, as we're going to be wrapping up our adventure. And then, depending on how long that takes and how many people are in chat with us, and how many questions the players have, we're going to open it up to a Q&A after
Matthew, why did
our
you
sort
kill
of
us
wrap
all?
session.
It's gonna be an intense week next week. There's gonna be so many feels on Monday and Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And after that, there may or may not be teasers of what's to come.
All right, awesome. So we'll have to see what's in store next for our Monday nights as we close out that adventure. Also, Thursday evenings at 7, we're going to be diving back into Delve and Dash. They're going to be running through Tyranny of Dragons. So they're going to be starting.
What?
They're going to be starting this coming Thursday on the 10th.
Yep.
After most of the beginning Delve and Dash crew met their demise. Or so we think.
Yeah, well played. Well played.
So we will see how that story plays out as well. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into our adventure. Before we start, we're going to remind Lachlan and Ashlyn, you do have a natural 20, each of you, this week. And
Yes.
the rest of you have
Hooray.
DM's inspiration to start off your session tonight. So
Hooray.
last time, a lot of you were putting things, the finishing touches, I guess, on some loose ends here in the Golden Fields, and trying to come up with some plans moving forward. As Ashlyn was working on her current relationship with Galvin, Callista and Molfin kind of trying to discover exactly what they're going to do, and ever since Callista's signing of this contract, Callista came to the party and just let them know what has happened. Riled is no longer a Drider, and he was a little bit shocked and bewildered by it, but he is loving it. He's not sure.
So happy.
He's a little depressed that his daughter decided to take this upon herself. But he is willing to tackle the things that come when we're going to cross that bridge when it comes time. It seems as if the rest of the group has decided that they are going to, I guess they decided that moving forward they're going to split up. And Molfin, Lachlan, and Diana were headed to get Diana's mother from Daggerford and take her back to their homestead, their farmhouse that they purchased just a few miles north of Waterdeep. I believe you guys called it Dumpster Fire Ranch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
I will say that when I put that Dumpster Fire Ranch in my home game, I've renamed it to the Jorlaran Estate, so Riled and Callista can have a name for it. Just so my party's like, what's Dumpster Fire?
Dumpster Fire?
Yeah, that's probably better.
Probably better.
Callista, Ashlyn, and Gum Gum, I believe they were, oh, and Riled were making their way through a talking tree from the Golden Fields on their way to the tree that Callista had planted in front of their farmhouse. And that is where we left off last time, as we see how this unfolds.
Let's party.
It's always a good idea, right?
Oh god.
Yeah.
And so the story is told, folks. We'll start with Callista as you emerge from the large tree. It's still pretty early in the morning because I believe you guys woke up, got some breakfast, and then headed out. I believe that's what you guys had done the night before. Callista, one thing that you find as soon as you walk through the tree is there is a bit of rain that is falling.
No.
I'm trying to adjust the volume so you can hear it. It appears that my Roll20 doesn't want to play the rain yet. There it goes.
Rude.
There it is. Nice light rain there. There's a light rain falling in your homestead as all of you vamp through. Ashlyn quickly follows with Gum Gum and Riled. Riled now looking like himself because he had given his hat of disguise, I believe, to Molfin to wear heading into Daggerford. And seems like you're underneath the natural canopy of this large tree, and there's some sprinkles of the water fall. You hear some hammering and things happening in the inside of your home. And if you remember, you had talked to some of the guilds and things about coming and doing some upgrades and refurnishing to your home. There are some, it looks like a couple gnomes on the roof, patching a few holes. It seems like they're hammering some nails into and trying to take off. It seems like some of them are taking up what seem to be different types of wooden slate shingles and things like that and replacing them. It seems like they're just soaking wet up there working on the roof.
I'll probably go in and check on how things are going first.
Okay.
See how much has been done and how much I need to do to get Gum Gum and Dad settled.
Okay. It probably hasn't been very long since you guys left. I think it's only been
Less than a 10-day?
yeah, probably less than a week since you guys had left.
I think it's been like 4 or 5 days. I feel
4 or
like
5
I feel like it's like yeah.
So you're probably still in the stage of demolition to much of your home. As you walk in, it seems like there's not a lot of people working today. Perhaps the weather
Loves the rain.
is pausing some of the work, but it seems like these gnomes are still trying to push through. It seems they did find a few leaks, and they're trying to prevent more from happening, especially during this weather. And they're up there working pretty hard, and you do run into a few human individuals, men and female carpenters and things that are moving wheelbarrows full of wood and things that they have ripped off of walls. You see two people carrying a door down the steps from the upstairs and walk by, and one of them walks up to you, Callista, and they're holding like a blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, ma'am. Oh, it's Demetrius. I'm sorry.
It's okay. What's up?
Yeah,
What's going on?
This plan, this room upstairs, it asks us to remove this doorway. That would give no entryway whatsoever in the inside. I mean, that doesn't seem like a good idea to us. Is this a correct floor plan?
Oh! Is this Ashlyn's door with no room so she can only get in through the window?
Yeah, this is Ashlyn's room. They're like, you like scribbled out the door there and put wall, and they're just like, and they're really confused.
No, yeah, that's correct. That's what we want, a sealed in room. Before it's sealed in, we want it furnished.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we left it open there for right now just to make sure. We wanted to double check with you before we did the work, because it just doesn't seem right that we would just close in a room with all walls.
I promise you that is the plan.
Okay, so we will furnish this room.
Furnish, paint, get it all set up for living space, and then when you feel confident, sealed in, and paint on the other side.
Okay, sealed and paint. Okay. We'll need extra ladders. Then, he's like thinking about how he's gonna get the painter out after everything's like sealed in, like
Out the window. Keep the window open.
Yes.
That's the point of entry for the room, unfortunately.
All right. Well,
for you.
I'm probably gonna go ahead and just redraw this plan. There's a lot of like scribbles and notes written on here. Just making sure that we're all squared away. And he kind of just smiles, bows, and kind of heads on. Outside they have several carts with horses kind of hooked up to them that they're bringing supplies back and forth from Waterdeep as they move in and about. It looks like they've demoed some walls. They're opening things up. It looks like if you go down in the basement that some probably some stone cutters and things have been down there kind of like clearing out some of the edges of the walls and stuff, trying to clean up the place a little bit, replace some of the tile that's on the floor and stuff like that, as they're starting to make room for Molfin's underground dwelling here and within the farmhouse.
How long, do we remember how long they said it would take before it's like in living working order?
I mean, you can live here. It's not, I mean, there's nothing preventing you from staying here. I mean, it's just, imagine living in your home while it's being renovated.
I just mean in terms of hiring people to like upkeep and maybe kitchen staff, like something that can help maintain Gum Gum and Dad. So I'm wondering, like, if I were to go hire people, when would be the date I asked them to come?
They would probably be like, you could probably,
from now.
Within like 3 weeks, it would probably be ready.
3 weeks?
It'd probably be ready to have people like come in. But the finishing touches, like the paint and stuff like
yeah,
that.
Yeah. Well,
it'll probably be at least 4 or 5 weeks until it's 100% finished from what you guys.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whatever you guys, and that's pretty quick. But they got a lot of people working.
Yeah, that's yeah. So that's good to know. Because I feel like Calista, once she finds a place to get the two of them settled, she'd probably go into town.
Okay.
And like get Gum Gum some stuff, like clothes, like a proper like bed that she could actually sleep in.
Okay.
Because we haven't accounted for them to be here this soon, so I feel like Calista would want to get that sent in, and then
Okay. Cool.
Probably look into hiring people later on if we don't need it for 3 weeks.
Okay. Ashlyn, would you be going into town as well, being as wanted as you are in Waterdeep?
I would tell her not to, but I don't know. Ashlyn.
I will put on a cloak and go into town.
Okay.
Because why not?
Ashlyn, I don't feel like that's such a good idea.
You're just gonna leave me here with the builders all day? That's really
And Gum Gum, you can hang out with Gum Gum. You can hang out with Dad. You can.
Gum Gum knows like less words than me.
You know a lot of words, Ashlyn.
Well, not fancy words, but maybe me and Gum Gum will bake a cake or something. Is there?
Gum Gum love cake.
Ashlyn, you could always train with the Griffins, because you haven't done any of that, but I feel like you'd want to at least try riding.
Train my Tressum and
or that
to look like the Griffins, but smaller, and I'll bake a cake with Gum Gum.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll try and be quick. Is there anything you want while I'm in town?
Don't tell anyone, okay? I want a pretty dress.
Okay, I think I can do that.
Okay. But don't tell anyone.
What color?
Blue.
Okay.
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 I
just kind of like, as I'm leaving, tell Dad to keep an eye on Ashlyn and Gum Gum, because I don't know what the two of them will get up to.
Yeah. He's like staring at the staff of power as you come up to him. Yes, dear. Most definitely, I will watch them very closely.
And don't play with that until the workers are gone. I'm pointing at the staff.
Yes, my dear. I will do the best that I can. If you happen upon it, if you could find me a nice cloak while you're out, if...
Oh, I got this cloak, the cloak of the manta ray, if you want it, Frog.
Oh yes, I would love that. That would be fantastic.
I guess I'm going clothes shopping
Oh.
for all three. It's fine.
Oh, this is great. It's okay. I'll wear this cloak. This is nice.
It is very nice. Here you go.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that the griffins are set up in the stable before I leave, and then head into Waterdeep.
One more thing before you go, my dear. Here,
Yeah.
and he pulls out the splint mail that you gave him.
Yes.
He hands it back to you, and I'm sorry, dear, but this is honestly it's just much too heavy and too loud for me.
I figured it was a temporary means. Which one would you prefer? Leather? I can get you leathers.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. You see, this staff is actually it helps to protect me as well.
So you don't want any armor, is what you're telling me?
I'll be fine with this staff and this cloak.
Okay.
Besides, this splint mail really isn't. Perhaps if I was still in my other form, I might be able to use it, but this just doesn't really do me justice anymore.
Okay, makes sense.
Maybe, perhaps you can sell it in town
I will do that.
and cash in on a return, you know?
Sounds good. Pay for your guys' clothes.
So as Callista begins to leave the farmhouse and head towards Waterdeep, we're going to transfer our viewers
We're so mundane, and then you switch to them.
to the rest of our group. And I'm going to take you guys over to a new map.
Oh no, I'm scared. By the way, that's a really pretty picture you have of the house. I don't think I've seen
Yeah,
that.
I'm not sure of the
angle.
artist. I should have got it to reference it. I just found it online, but yeah, I was looking for
We're going
just
from
something
this-
simple, something.
We're going from this bucolic landscape to like.
Can you
chaos.
send me that photo or put it in the troll skull stuff? 'Cause that's that's like, I love it.
Oh no, not this again.
What?
What'd you do?
I went to take you guys over to a map, and I clicked on the map, and the map is not loading. Oh, there it goes. Thank you. Thank you. It's really blurry.
I just see black.
Yeah, you're gonna just see black because I don't have your tokens out there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I've only got
That's fine.
the 3 individuals. Let me see if I can reload it one more time, guys. Because for some reason, my Roll20 is hiccuping again.
Oh no.
Don't do this. There we go. Now it's clean. Got it. Now hopefully it runs smoothly. So, Molfin, Lachlan, and Diana, you appear in a room lit with some candles and lanterns. You can see Diana's mother is sitting on the side of the bed. It seems like she had just gotten up, gotten herself a warm bath in the morning, and has just gotten herself dressed and is fixing her hair currently. As you guys,
Hi, Mom.
as you guys bamf into the room, immediately, Callista Gnome runs over to the desk, picks up a piece of parchment, which looks like some kind of newspaper or something like that, and looks at it, and the top of it says Daggerford Daily. And he goes, and then all of a sudden begins to cast incantations. Molfin, the demon that is, or something that is taking over your body, is casting Sending, so you can mark off whatever that spell slot is to cast Sending. And you guys hear loudly in this raspy voice, Balgrok, small wizard has us in Daggerford. Slay this weakling and take the army for yourself. It's time for you to rise and lead us. And then all of a sudden, Callista, Gnome Callista shakes her head and snaps out of it and drops the papers down onto the floor.
What? Who is Baldock?
Who is who? What?
What just happened?
Are you okay?
I mean, I look like a 3-foot-tall Callista, but
What? Could I tell that he casted Sending because I cast it all the time?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Because it happened quickly and it wasn't in his voice, so it might have been hard to determine. I would say since you've cast it in the past, that you probably would recognize it. Yeah, he did cast sending. So a message has been sent. Whether it was successfully delivered or not, you're not 100% sure. And then you guys hear a knock at the door. Lady
prepare a spell.
Lady Lionheart, is it all right in there? We heard voices. Is someone in there? And she goes to look towards the door and looks towards all of you.
Can I crawl under the bed?
Oh, Lachlan, are you like keeping your mouth?
Yeah.
She's like, she looks at you, and then looks towards the door. And says, no, I was just clearing my throat. I'm okay. What is going on here? And she looks at all of you.
We came to come get you. What is it? I don't know. We got stuff.
I ran out of money, so I needed to go get some money to be able to stay here. So I went to the Duchess, Morwyn, because, she was your friend, and you guys helped out and everything. Well, when I approached, her and the local wizard, I think Delphin was his name. They generously donated me money to stay here. And they've had these people just escorting me everywhere and taking care of me.
She's prisoner.
I'm looking for bugs. I'm looking for anything that looks like a scrying devices in the room.
Make an investigation check.
16.
You're looking around. You don't see anything that would indicate that there's any kind of device or bug or scrying thing located in here.
Mom, some things may have happened before we left, and it might be in our best interest to flee now.
Yeah, I mean, I trust you, dear. I'm just not really sure what's going on. I mean, they have been taking good care of me.
You know what? We're gonna have this conversation, Molfin, if we could, do that little boop boop thing, Get out of here.
Certainly. And Molfin will cast teleport directed at Callista this time. Oh, no. Actually.
This happened in a very short amount of time. So.
Okay. And Molfin wouldn't know any better either because he doesn't know what Callista's plan is, so it wouldn't matter if it took 10 hours.
Right.
Molfin's teleporting to Callista.
Okay. Let's make a D100 roll, folks.
Yeah, even if I had already left, I wouldn't have gotten, because there's a couple miles.
On target.
We're like a pier on the road.
That's with advantage.
Thank God for advantage.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So you guys bamf out of there as Molfin finishes his incantations, and you guys make your way to the Dumpster Fire Ranch.
Yay!
Where you guys are all reunited. Callista had just finished talking to some of the carpenters, situating some issues with the blueprints of the home, and you guys are now safe and sound in the interior of your ranch estate.
Oh.
They actually beat you to the
rewind.
List. Yeah.
Anyone with someone else can come with me.
Mother, why don't you?
I'd like to kick Molfin.
Can I help?
Go ahead.
We both tackle him to the ground.
Yeah. There's some wrestling going on as Molfin and Mini Callista is wrestled to the ground by real Callista.
watching my girlfriend and my mini girlfriend fight, I'm gonna be like, hey, Mom, do you want to just go, look inside. Look, we have a mansion. Go explore and send her on her way.
Gum and I are gonna make pies if you wanna make a pie with us.
Yeah,
and
Mom, go make a
I
pie.
don't know how to
Yours-
make a pie.
She's
And Gum Gum already told me that she's gonna make a mud pie. So we could use your help.
she looks at Diana and she's like, "Is that a goblin in your house?"
I adopted her. That's my niece.
Oh,
She's royalty.
she is?
She's queen.
She looks like she could use a bath. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, fine. I'll go. And she's
Get
like,
to know her. She's lovely.
she starts,
Tell her that you're my mom.
okay.
Yeah, she'll be very happy to meet you. She's been wanting to meet you for a while.
Interesting. So I guess we're kind of related.
Yeah.
And she goes to the kitchen with Ashlyn and Gum Gum as they're preparing.
Molfin calls out a little, as much as he can with the two tackling him. Try not to think about it. That's how I do it.
And it's funny because it's a miniature Callista saying this in Molfin's voice.
That's weird.
I hate this.
Molfin, who is Baldock?
Wait, what?
Who?
The guy.
What are you
You,
talking about?
when we got there, when we got to my mom's room, you
Here, I'll
casted
spell
sending
it-
and talked
spell it in
to some
chat for you.
guy. Oh, Bolgrok. I've been saying Baldock,
Bold.
like a ball at a dock. Bolgrok. Who is
I
Bolgrok?
have no concept of what you're speaking of. We arrived,
Diana, what
spoke with
happened?
your mother, and you told us to leave.
Diana, tell
We
me what happened.
arrived. We arrived, and then Lachlan was there. You saw this, right, Lachlan?
Yeah, it was really messed up.
Okay.
Yeah, we got there, and Molfin just I don't know, laughed, ran to some little thing. He found a newspaper or whatever, and then he cast sending, and he said, "Oh, some wizard is here, Bolgrok, blah blah blah," and then I don't know, and he was normal. A little bit creepy, I know.
Everybody's just staring at each other right now.
Yeah.
I'm not even there. Oh wait, should I be there for character?
Can I make a guess as Christy and Callista? Because, I don't know if this is right, but is that the demon that was summoned under the city?
Make
Or
an...
devil? Whatever it was?
I'm gonna say make an intelligence check with disadvantage for this one.
Wait, there's this devil underneath.
Would Molfin
Well,
be
because
able to get
we
in on
were
this check
weren't we
too,
trying to
or-
hunt him, but he had already left the city.
I don't remember this.
Oh yeah, wasn't there one that ran off into the wilderness?
Yes, that was the thing that Vecna, the Vecna temple had hiding in it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh,
Guarding the
that's
hand.
it.
You don't think there's any connection.
Okay.
Okay.
This might be a new thread.
Oh great.
Okay.
We need more of those.
Yeah, you're telling us not to go off the venture, and you just keep giving us these other quest points and expect us not to
There's,
follow up.
This
there's
is-
more demons.
This is just a little, just a
Just
sprinkle on the
surprise.
top, that's all it is. It's just a little sprinkle.
This is just one thread off the shroud.
That's it. It's just
Yeah.
a little thread.
Yep.
What is it? Would the party know if Molfin's magic items cause him to act out in weird ways, or would we not realize that those things cause these things?
I mean, the entire time I've known him, he's acted out in weird ways.
Yeah.
But temporary insanity.
Well,
I'm gonna say
the fact-
there and then go with the.
Can I make an Arcana check to see why he can't remember this incident when Lachlan and Diana both saw it?
Sure.
I believe, didn't Molfin and Callista have a
I
conversation
think Callista would know.
about the shroud and about
Okay.
the other?
Yeah.
Yes, so then Callista would kind of make the connection that yes,
Okay.
that is.
May take a
okay.
couple of moments, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that the two of us had a conversation.
Sorry, we've had so many conversations, Matthew.
Yeah.
All of you,
Diana.
all of you
It's
can
been
go
over 2
ahead
years
with
since
with this. What you guys are talking about in this
Oh.
conversation in general. Everybody can make an intelligence check for me, just a straight up intelligence roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
You know what? I'm gonna burn my inspiration. Why the hell not?
We're not the brightest crayons in the box here.
Oh.
Whoa.
I take that back.
19 and a 20.
But I've had this conversation, so it probably takes me a minute to make the connection.
Yeah, Molfin and Diana probably get the best hunch out of this. Molfin has extremely rare and powerful magical items. Molfin, you know upon wearing this shroud that you're always hearing in the background murmurs of your mind thousands of whispering souls speaking.
What do you
into
want?
you.
That sounds awful.
This
I've got
this
EDD,
item,
and that sounds awful.
this item would be coveted by, I mean, any evil entity would love to have possession of these items, which makes you a target for not just one, not just two, but for many.
Many.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, so now there's a ping in Daggerford that he.
Oh, we'll meet her. Help us all.
Well, we got Diana's mom out there, so if the whole town gets burned down, you know.
No, no, no! We have to save the city. We cannot unleash a horde of demons on it and not save the city.
We're from the woods.
Would it be safe for Molfin to assume?
Diana, your intelligence check would tell you that.
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, your intelligence check might be big enough to know that demons are more reckless.
Oh no.
They more so stumble upon items of great power more so than they do, like, directly
Seek 'em?
going for them.
Okay.
People a little bit more cunning and intelligent on the scale would probably seek and covet such items.
Okay.
Was that a devil or demon that possessed Molfin? I forget what you just said. Sorry.
We don't know.
You don't know.
That possesses the.
You guys.
Oh no.
You guys wouldn't know
And-
that information.
An evil.
I kind of.
But Diana and Molfin would have a hunch that just based on, like, Molfin knows because he can summon, but he could summon both. And his experience with
Right.
demons has been he gets demons out. They tend to be on the spectrum of pretty chaotic and reckless with their actions and antics, or
Itty bitty Energizer bunnies from hell.
Or the,
well, from the
or the
abyss.
devils plan to be a little. They're a little bit more intelligent and cunning about their actions. They think 2 steps ahead, whereas demons just, they think about the.
Demons are barbarians.
Yeah, you kind of like, they're kind of like. I mean, they're not stupid by any means, but they're just not as cunning and not as deliberate about their actions.
Gotcha.
Does Molfin know that Callista has the scrying ball?
I don't know.
Yes,
Did Callista
I
tell?
think so. Because I think we were debating whether to use that to scry on Dorn.
Yeah. That sounds right.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
Callista, does that orb of seeing, does that require attunement?
I can't remember.
Diana.
DM? Any idea?
Diana.
Oh, let me check. Sorry.
Come over here for a second. I need help with my eyelash. It fell in my eye.
Okay.
And I think that a cleric could help me with that.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, come over here. And
Okay,
can
I go
steps
over
away
there.
from the party. Okay.
I go over.
I can't remember
Having
what it's called.
Callista
Yes,
Get me
it does
a
require a
dress.
Okay.
It's gonna be pretty.
Callista, might I borrow that from you?
Sure.
I don't know if I've ever worn a dress before.
You're gonna look great.
Walk a short distance towards the city with you.
Will
That
you help
cave
me?
on the outskirts that your father led us down to Skullport in.
Yeah.
I'd rather not do anything at the house.
All
I'm going
right.
to see if I can find what that Bulgrok thing is they're speaking of. Figure if I do it from the cave outside Waterdeep, if it sees me there, wonderful, let it go to the cave.
I feel like the cave's closer to the house than it is to Waterdeep.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps I'll walk a little further then towards and find a nice copse of trees to sit down in, so they get the feeling that I'm near Waterdeep.
Okay.
So should I not go shopping? Should I not go into Waterdeep and do my plans?
No,
You gotta buy me a
feel free.
dress.
I'm just asking to borrow the orb and take a short walk with you on the way there.
I'm just concerned with what you'll see and whether if we have to go back to Daggerford.
Take your time. Is it safe to assume that we know that we would all sort of make the connection that they were holding Diana's mother pretty much hostage?
Yeah.
They were?
There were no indications that she was held against her will.
Was she held against her better judgment, though?
she was probably held there because, well, you guys really told her to stay there, so she would just be doing what you asked her to do. You guys left. You guys only gave her enough for one night to pay for the River Shining Inn.
Poor mom.
So then she was sitting there without any
so
money,
dumb.
and she didn't know where to go. So she went looking for people, and she ended up finding the Duchess. And what better person
Oh
to
my
ask
God.
than the Duchess?
Yeah,
And she gave you the whole explanation. She said that she approached the Duchess while she was talking to the neighborhood mage, Delphin, and they were very generous to her. They gave her the money, and they let her stay at one of the nicer rooms in the River Shining Inn, and they gave her a few individuals to a few what she describes as guards that wear red and gold capes. Delphin's
Would Molfin make that connection?
make a history check.
The
Callista,
player
I don't
just
know
made the
about it.
connection.
Callista, you can make a history check with advantage. Anybody can make a
Is
history
this
check
significant?
if you're there.
I'll make a history check.
This is driving the player nuts because
I don't know. What is it?
Diana's having trouble putting two and two together, but the rest of you determine red and gold are the colors of the Lord's Alliance.
Yep.
And Gryffindor.
And your passive insight tells you they were setting you up for an ambush
Yeah.
using Diana's mother.
That's what Christy saw immediately. I was like, oh no.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Molfin's going to look at Callista. The light sort of gleaming a little bit. I'm really going to have to kill Delphin.
No. He's just a guy
Diana,
doing his job.
your mother was bait.
Wait, what?
They were using your mother to draw us back, to kill us all.
It's the only.
Not to kill us.
Yes.
Not to kill us.
If Molfin wasn't going down without a fight, they would have just chose to kill him.
But we didn't do anything.
Your insight would tell you, Diana, you're probably more so right on this, that Molfin would have been the target, not so much you guys.
Yeah,
But-
Molfin. That's why Close said Molfin, not me. I don't care.
if you would have fought against them, of course they're gonna fight, but they're probably not gonna kill you. They would probably just
Arrest
you and lock you up for a
us.
very long time for aiding and abetting a dangerous criminal.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Diana's face just like.
Terrible.
We're criminals. Oh my god, we're outlaws.
Kind of cool.
New background
No,
phrase.
it's not cool.
He was
I'm
just
supposed to
upset
be
that
good.
The devil that I sent after him the last time we were in Daggerford.
I'm
Get over
good.
it.
I just happen to be a criminal too. Sort of.
You guys are all like wanted in different cities and
We're
towns
all
across
morally ambiguous. It's fine.
So no one told you life was gonna be this way.
That's pretty good.
That's good. Love it.
This is a giant black banner on the stream right now. Copyright infringement.
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's not, because covers are protected under copyright, and that was a cover.
Oh,
We did way, not way.
I'm just gonna look at Callista. So shall we go and take a look? I don't think
Take
it will
off
hurt
the
any.
hat.
But I will have to because the orb requires attunement. Callista will remove the hat.
Yeah, I would. I've been just been like, I don't care.
Maybe Callista will take it off that and stick it in. Hold his hand out for the orb.
I'll give it to him.
Okay.
Just gonna walk close enough with Callista, close enough to the city that I'm comfortable. I'm far decent distance from the house, and then look for little like copse of trees or somewhere that I can sort of sit off to the side and not be interrupted while.
Sure, that's easy enough. And especially with the weather, it doesn't seem to be as much travel on the local roads.
I'm tagging along too, just to go to the city.
Okay, Lachlan's headed to the city as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, are you going to the above city or the under city?
Are you going to Skullport or are you
I'm
coming
going
with me?
above city. I'm just gonna go drinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Just gonna-
Fine.
Nice.
Lachlan, we could go to Skullport and I'd be allowed in.
Skullport. That's dangerous.
I mean, you know, Callow has that in, or that.
Oh wait,
the
weren't we gonna find that lady for some reason?
Callow.
Taz. We have to talk to Taz eventually.
Yeah.
We're talking about Taz for potentially looking for if we're
The
looking for
Dragon and
item.
Flagon bar is in Skullport.
Lachlan, please, I don't want to make mud pies with gum gum all day.
Figures you guys go to explore Waterdeep when I have the Waterdeep books over on my bookshelf.
Someone has to watch Gum Gum, Ashlyn, because you all decided to bring her along with us.
You don't sound angry or anything, Lachlan. Or
Vain.
Riled kind of looks around and
passive aggressive.
Ril's just like, I can stay here and look after everybody. It's really not that big deal.
And Diana's mom's here, and what's better than a mom?
Yeah, it's
Yes!
It seems like
Yes, we have a mom now!
it seems like they're hitting it off great. Look, mud pies.
Yeah.
This Gum Gum is dragging mud from the outside into your
Oh
house.
no!
And just like splattering mud all over the hardwood floors and everything, carrying it through some of the living rooms and dining rooms all the way to the back of the kitchen.
See, this is why my room doesn't have a door.
Gum Gum found real good mud. And throws it in.
She's
Take
like
her in
a
one shot.
toddler.
Just give me the sign.
Lachlan.
What? Did I say that out loud?
I will pop Lachlan in the arm real quick, just a little.
Ow! That's my bow shooting arm.
Then it should be buffer than the other one.
Whoa, we are throwing the shade tonight, folks.
Oh, I'm fire. Okay.
So Molfin and
So-
I want you to
Callista.
look over at Lachlan real quick and in Gnomish. If you want, I can make her just stand in the corner for 8 hours.
We'll get in trouble.
Yeah, you will.
In Gnomish, Riled responds, I think that'd be a little excessive.
He's been able to
love my
understand
dad.
this whole time.
I love my dad. Oh my god.
Yes.
He just smiles and winks at both of you.
Molfin shakes his head and in giant looks at Diana. The bloody two of them understand. I can't speak this because you understand.
I understand. I also understand Infernal.
That'll come in handy.
I mean, Callista understands Infernal.
I'll say Infernal to Callista. Hi.
Are y'all just like flexing our languages right now?
You guys are all playing telephone in different languages just to see who can understand.
Callista in commons, like, really, is this necessary?
Molfin looks at
You guys
Lachlan and
stop
says, Molfin and Diana, a Daggerford.
What?
Oh.
Clue?
So, Ashlyn, are you going to head into town with the rest of everybody?
Well, I was trying to get Lachlan to go to like Skullport with me, but he doesn't want to.
Okay, oh yeah, we can leave.
I'll
that
go to
one.
school.
Molfin
Skullport,
takes
since
out
we're
the
going
hat of
now.
disguise and tosses the hat of disguise to Ashlyn.
All right.
Who won't put it on her head because she's already attuned to 3 items.
We can go to Skullport. I think we can go see Taz.
I'll go to
Actually have
Skullport.
some-
Okay, let's
Diana's
all
gonna go to
to
Skullport too.
I'm gonna go to Skullport because I'm a criminal now.
Oh wow!
Welcome to the club.
I need to do a crime. I need to do a crime.
It's not so much that you would.
No.
It's not so much that you're like a criminal. It's like if you were attacking Lord's Alliance guards to defend Molfin. That's kind of like, you know, if the police come after my friend and then I start punching the policeman.
But what if you know that your friend is right and that he's doing what he has to do to save the world?
I'm
And they're the.
I'm still going to jail.
Nothing can't catch
It
you.
doesn't really matter what I think at that moment. I'm going to go to prison.
You're bypassing the justice system.
That's it.
This justice system is against the gnomes.
That's it. That's it.
And it's stacked up against you.
So Mo.
I am his grandniece, so yeah. It's,
So
Ashlyn is also gnome.
yes, pretty much.
so you,
Honorary.
so you three are headed towards the cave that Riled led you guys down into Skullport. Take you a little bit of travel time to get down there. It's a little bit rough traveling, especially since you guys don't have spider bodies and 8 legs. So it's going to take.
Although I do have the gloves.
You do have the gloves.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, you
so you
do.
do have the
I
gloves.
can walk on walls.
And Ashlyn's pretty easy for her to get through. Diana would be a little bit more
And it's
tricky.
clanging along
Clanging
behind
along
her.
her heavy armor and shield and stuff that she's wielding. So it'll take you guys a little bit of time as you guys seem to be moving through pretty easily, and you have to stop every 10 minutes to wait for Diana to catch up. As she's struggling to climb over big boulders and stones that seem to be
I'll help you
hindering
with
her,
that, yeah.
hindering her way. Molfin, you
Can I put my shield on my back?
you can, yeah. It's still, I mean, that's imagine you wearing this big heavy shield on your back. It's probably still kind of a little bit hindering you as you're moving through this cave. But you guys are making your way through. It'll take a little bit of time. It took you guys remember it took you a little bit of time before to even travel through.
Oh yeah.
Molfin,
Wasn't there a second entrance underwater?
there was, but it was pretty dangerous, and you guys had to go in the boat. And I remember
You had to get a boat.
Callista, you actually pulled the boat through all the dangers
Yeah.
as a orca whale, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in theory, could I meet them there by going through the underwater entrance and just wild shaping my way there?
You could, yes.
Okay, then I'll tell them if they're gonna be there a while. I'll meet them after I'm done shopping.
Sweet.
Okay.
Make it pretty, okay?
Yep, I have the bag of holding, so it'll merge with me and not get wet.
So, Molfin, you end up in a a small area of trees that you find some shelter in on your way to Waterdeep, a little bit closer. And you attune yourself, taking a short rest with this orb. What exactly are you trying to do with this orb?
Diana and Lachlan brought up the name Balgrok.
Mm-hmm.
Balgrok.
Mm-hmm.
So Molfin is literally casting scrying
Okay.
on this person or thing.
Okay, so let me see if I can find the details of this scrying spell. Sorry, Twitch, if I'm covering up some of our wonderful players. I gotta change this. Roll 20. Hey, Roll 20, what are you doing? Easy there, Roll 20.
There, I could paste it in if it's easier for you.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
The target must make a wisdom saving throw, which is modified by how well you know the target. Second hand, you've heard of the target, is +5. First hand, you've met the target, is a straight roll. Familiar, you know the target well, -5.
So I don't know whether it would be secondhand because I've heard of it or firsthand because technically he possessed my body.
You don't believe this individual was messaging someone else.
Oh, that's right. So yeah,
This
so it would be
individual,
secondhand.
it would be secondhand, so they would have a +5 on their wisdom save against the scrying. Is it against your spell save DC?
I don't know because I don't have the
I
item
think it's
info.
a spell save of 17. 17 is a spell save.
17 is a spell save on it.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's go ahead and make a roll. So this will be +5. I'm just gonna roll just a standard D20. See what it gets.
That's an 8.
It's a
Plus 5 is a 13.
I don't know if I have this thing's character sheet up. Let me see if I can find one really quick, folks. D&D
So
Beyond.
the 13. Let's keep your fingers crossed. It ain't got a +4. Well, +3. No, +4. It's a 13.
D&D Beyond.
I can math.
Let me see if I can find it. On wonderful D&D Beyond.
Partnership pending. In our dreams.
I found it. What is this? Wisdom save?
Let me look. Wisdom save, yes.
Oh, it easily makes it. So as you're trying to hone in on this name that you have heard, you start to see this smoke start to circle within this this crystal, and it turns this glowing orange and red and starts to beam in this small pocket of trees that you're in. It glows like a beaming sun ray, and then all of a sudden the light dissipates. You see the smoke fade, and the scrying unfortunately fails as you were trying to pinpoint this creature.
That was rather anticlimactic. I only have one other idea. And Molfin is going to cast Sending to Crowan Valharo.
Okay.
And say, sorry to bother. Need information. Have you heard of Bulgrock?
A few moments passes, and you get a response in your mind. I must apologize. The name does not ring a bell. I am away from my library currently. And maybe a little bit of time until I can get back to check and see if there's any information. And then that's the last you hear from him.
I so want. That's. Would Molfin know that everyone was meeting up in Skullport?
You guys probably would have discussed that before y'all left, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because Callista would have been there too, because Callista was going to meet up in Skullport as well. Because, you know, Skullport's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Molfin is going to sort of pick himself up, stow the scrying orb, and then, in an effort to catch up to the, what would Molfin remember the way through the cave?
Molfin's been through the cave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Yep.
say so.
Then Molfin's going to cast haste and take off running to catch up.
Nice. So this little gnome goes flying through through the
You
wet
know,
fields.
at least for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute. Yeah.
Nice.
Just this trail of this. It's almost like kind of like a jet ski on the water with mud like shooting up on the out of the back of his heels, like flying up as he's running across the roads. Okay. Callista, what exactly? I mean, are you just doing general shopping? I mean, are you delving into town a little bit to? I mean, we don't have to RP everything if it's
Right.
something that.
Sell the splint mail first.
Okay.
See if there's anything else I can sell while I'm at it.
The best offer you get for the splint mail is 100 gold pieces.
I'll take it.
All right.
Oh.
Mhm.
Ooh, the third one.
Third one.
Yeah. So pretty.
So I get the third one for Ashlyn.
The third one. Oh, is it in Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, my Discord's not updating.
It's a pretty royal blue with black dress. Pretty flowy.
Molfin would wear the shit out of that dress, I'm just saying. Wear the hat and disguise with like a mini Callista wearing that.
Oh god.
All right. Yeah. Noble clothing is listed in here. I think that'd be kind of like a noble dress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have given you money.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
So like a noble dress. Let's see. What would a noble clothing be? Your clothes, common costume, fine clothes. I would say this dress being like that fine is gonna be probably like I would say 35 gold for that dress.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, that is a
fancy dress.
that's a fancy dress.
Okay. I'd also like to get a few outfits for Gum Gum and a couple for my dad.
Okay.
Just like basic robes, but like a little bit more on the fancier side.
Okay. Yeah, you're easily able to find some robes. I would say you find some fancier ones. These robes aren't as expensive as that dress, but I'd say probably around the
Right.
20 gold piece range as you're looking for some nice garb for your
Wild.
wild.
Okay. And for Gum Gum, how much?
Well, how nice are you going for Gum Gum here?
I mean, I want to have one nice dress that we can like watch her and supervise her so she doesn't get it dirty, but most of the stuff I want to just be like typical kids clothing that she can mess up and get dirty and do whatever she wants in them, just as long as they're comfortable.
Okay, I say for all that 12 gold.
12 gold, okay.
And most of it is the one dress that you bought for her.
Well, that's what I wanted to do because Ashlyn was pretty upset and I feel bad, so. But I did want to sell the wooden statue of the halfling with gold pipe.
Oh my goodness, where'd you even pick that up?
That was a while ago, man. Look at our loot. There's the wooden statue, gold flute, gold string puppets with bejeweled costumes,
Oh.
jade flower with green dragons.
I remember that. Gosh, you're cashing in. Cha-ching.
Yeah, I mean, we have to empty the bag of holding.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That puppet place.
Yeah, I definitely want to sell that too.
You find
probably.
a bard that is like flipping out over this thing, and he wants to give you 2,500 gold for it.
Okay, for the puppets.
For the puppet show theater thing that you found.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
When did we find that?
It was in
20
It was in the Hill Giants
2200.
place.
Yeah. So 2,200, you said?
25.
Oh, 25.
Yeah, 2,500.
Wow.
And you had some other things. Let's see. I believe that was here. That's
Gold flute, wooden statue of halfling with gold pipe.
The flower pot that's carved with jade images of dragons.
Yeah.
That's it. That's worth. You get 750 gold pieces for that.
Nice.
A wooden statue of a grinning halfling, smoking a golden pipe.
Gold pipe, yeah.
It's like a stoner artifact.
Actually, you have a hunch that Lachlan's dad might really like that.
Sure. Sure.
So it might be worth like holding on to give to him.
Oh.
What else do you guys? What else do you have?
The gold flute.
Gold flute. The same bard offers you 250 gold pieces for it.
Nice.
Alright.
He's an awesome bard.
So I'll hold on to the halfling statue for his dad.
Lachlan, do you
Thanks,
still have that
Callista.
bust of that lady for her house? That I
Yeah.
got you? Awesome.
You guys are gonna end up like finding something that you got like way back in Nightstone. It's like
Yeah, there's.
Chapter
Do you remember
one.
the golden? Do you remember the golden helm?
Yes,
No, I don't.
you found that in the cave when you guys went to the fire giants.
Yeah, I'll sell that.
Let me find my fire giants. Here they are. There it is. And when you guys fought the Chimera,
Yep.
that's where you found that.
Yep.
That's right. That's when Callista abandoned us again.
Okay.
Yeah, ever notice every time Callista leaves, something happens?
Yes.
There's about to be World War III in Shadowport.
God damn it. Skullport, but yes.
Skullport.
Yeah.
Shadowport.
You end up scoring 750 gold for that helm.
What?
Jeez.
This is why I said I didn't need money, Ashlyn.
Okay.
She's got the entire party's funds. Everything the party has ever gotten is in Callista's possession.
I think
No,
that's
I-
all. That's all I'll
No, I've
sell.
got separate
I would not
funds.
put my money anywhere else but the Bank of Callista.
The bank.
Yeah. That's the
Don't we have separate funds though?
It's,
We have
some of
personal
us have-
funds.
Okay.
Yeah, some of us have some money, but the
Yeah.
majority of it's in the party funds.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to find like a little bed for Gum Gum and get it delivered to the house.
Well, sure. I would say for delivery cost, it'd probably be like 2 gold.
Okay, that's easy enough. And before I go back to Skullport, I would visit Anna's grave
Okay.
and maintain it with my Druidcraft.
I want you to go ahead, do me a favor, and make an insight check while you're moving through Waterdeep.
Okay.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, people seem to be a little bit more on edge than they usually are in Waterdeep.
Am I hearing rumors?
You're seeing a little bit more graffiti that you haven't noticed before. There, and in one location, in an instance, you see it looks like it was drawn on the side of a building with a bright yellow chalk, but it's this it's this circle, and it has these 10 fingers that come out from it with little circles in the end of the 10.
Oh no.
Mhm.
And
That's not good.
like you most of the time these symbols were more so used as like, I don't know, maybe more like hidden directions and things like that.
Hidden markers, yeah.
markers. Now it's almost seeming like they're being flaunted in advertising.
Uh-oh. Did I do that?
Yes.
Yes,
Episode
immediately
title.
Cliff is like, uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, you make your way to Anna's grave. It seems to be much like when you left it. A lot less chaotic, of course, than Ashlyn flip-kicking nobles in the face and things of that nature.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
you,
they should be thankful for that. If it hadn't been for Ashland, they would have been eviscerated by a freaking wraith.
but it's just perfect because as soon as you get there, the weather seems to clear up a bit. The rain slowly comes to a close, and you see some of the sunlight start to peek over the horizon as these clouds start to dissipate over top of Waterdeep.
I would Druidcraft kind of like a rainbow spectrum of flowers around his memorial.
Aw.
All right. Yeah, it's a beautiful sight. You see, there are a few others that are moving throughout the city of the dead, looking, kind of looking through, and just paying homage to their lost loved ones as they move through the cemetery. And you just take a moment to just be in the moment there with the gravesite. I think it's a little early, but I think we're going to go ahead and take our break here for the night. So that way I can go get my book that has all the Skullport details in it. Because I didn't anticipate going here tonight. So.
Yeah, Callisto would start heading back to Skullport. We can end on that note.
So I'm going to go ahead and get my stuff ready while we take a 5 to 7 minute break.
I can do some math on the gold.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 91 here tonight of Storm King's Thunder. Once again, my name is Michael, your most humble and merciful Dungeon Master. We will be right back here after we top off some drinks and take a quick break. So stick with us. We'll be right back, everybody.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody, welcome back to episode 91 of Storm King Thunder, right here at Proficiency Bonus. Our party is headed back to Skullport. They were making their way back through the caves that Riled had led them up. And Lachlan, Ashlyn, and Diana, you guys would be the first to arrive back in Skullport as you see those familiar wooden walkways that lead between these stone and wooden structures that are built almost kind of on top of each other down here in Skullport. I take it you guys are headed straight to Taz's residence? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
Because we have all the shopping,
so
bargaining, charisma.
if you guys recall, building number 27, it was
Okay.
Taz's residence, which you remember was called the Poisoned Quill. It had a sign
Oh, I
up
love this
front.
place.
You make your way passing a lot of ogres and goblins and orcs and other creatures as they're walking past. Looks like a couple people are a couple bugbears. Have a few what look to be prisoners chained
Ooh.
up and shackled as they're dragging them through.
Oh dear.
You make your way to Taz's residence. The door is currently closed.
Door is
Ashlyn
closed.
knocks. You wait a few moments. The door creaks open, and you can see that very familiar, just like your grandmother, Taz, standing in front of you. Ah,
Taz, how's your knitting going?
oh, it's been going fine. Come on,
Wonderful.
come on in, please. Come in and have some tea.
Oh, do you have the tea that I love?
Absolutely.
Oh, wonderful.
Come in. Lachlan.
Fuego.
Fuego. So did it work?
I can't thank you enough.
Oh, so it did work.
It worked.
So
It was a mess
it was a mess.
Ooh, flowers everywhere.
for him. Yeah.
So tell me, what was the last thing that both Aldok and Zenithar had to say before they went up into flames?
Not much.
Aldok and Xanathar, huh?
Wait, what'd you say? No, woo? Tea. I'm just here for the tea.
No,
Ah.
oh, sweetie, there's a pot on the stove there.
Okay,
Go help
okay.
yourself.
I'm just gonna go help myself. Yeah.
And
Diana, why don't you come with me?
Diana, please have some, please.
Yes, we'll go get the tea. We'll bring 2 cups back. Lachlan, you sit here for a second.
Ashlyn and Diana, make perception checks as you're walking through the living room.
Hey. Perception. Not good. Come on, have better perception than me, Diana. Go ahead.
Zoss, you're still muted
You're
in
muted.
Discord, so
You're
if you're
muted in Discord. Oh, good.
chatting with us, we can't hear you. Oh, perception 17. Ashlyn, you just kind of look
Interesting.
around and you just move your way over. Diana, a long time ago when you guys were here, you remember seeing a few what looked to be large eggs that were sitting nestled in a bunch of blankets and stuff over by the fireplace. There's probably 8 of them now.
Do I know what these eggs are?
Make a nature check.
Oh, if there were ever a time to nat 20.
You could always advantage this.
They are elf eggs.
You're not sure.
Oh, now I'm gonna know.
They're pretty big.
Can I touch one?
I don't see why not.
cool. I'll just kind of walk up to it and I'll just kind of like delicately, like, you know, like a kid that knows not to touch the cookie jar, I'll kind of just like,
Just start
like,
touching.
boop.
They're,
Like, just, I want to put like one little finger on them.
Crack.
they're really rough to the touch. Pretty solid eggs as you touch them, and then you hear it says, "Oh, sweetie, please. That's probably not the best idea."
Sorry,
No.
sorry, Taz.
Oh yeah, you just. I mean, just be careful, my dear. There's just.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Thank you, ma'am.
They're incubating right now.
What are they?
What's incubating? What are they?
Oh, they're going to be my new pets.
Can I have
Oh
one?
my gosh. Yes. We raised griffins.
I mean, if you want to
I
make
saw
if
it.
you want to make me an offer,
Okay, I'll think about
How
what
much?
I need to offer.
how much are you willing to offer? Might entice me.
Well, how much are you asking for?
What are they?
I don't know.
If they're spiders
Yeah,
and all
no,
that.
yeah. What if we buy these and we pay you like 1,000 gold, and then guess what? They're just chicken eggs.
Why don't I just close this door first? Just kind of ushers Lachlan in a little bit and shuts the door.
Okay.
And then goes, have you gotten yourself some tea?
Yes, here, it's a cup for you and a cup for
Please,
Lachlan, and I have a cup. in
Let's
here.
arrange the furniture in a more
Thank you.
comfortable environment. And she starts like move the
Okay,
furniture back into that
sure.
familiar circle. Like she always
Yeah.
moves the
I'll help
furniture
her.
around like the coffee table in the middle of the room every time you guys come.
Mhm.
So she gets the furniture situated. Before we get to those, Lachlan, you seemed a little bit distressed when I asked you about their final words. What happened?
What would you say if I told you I've never actually met Xanathar?
Oh, you didn't?
No, I
Oh, she stands up.
sure took out Hallmark though.
She kind of smirks at you a little bit, smiles, and it just does. She does one of those like like a long, slow sigh, like
I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
yeah, kind of like one of those, yeah, and starts to slowly walk
This
away.
freaks me out.
She's got a spoon and she's stirring something into her tea as she's just walking towards the fireplace. Her back is turned towards you as she walks away. Her head is down. And
This is peak pissed off, but I'm not gonna tell you.
She's gonna turn us into, like, eggs.
She's
She's gonna turn us into
Yeah.
toad.
She's just wearing
Yeah,
like
3 more
She's
eggs.
just wearing like a floral nightgown and has slippers on, like your grandmother that just doesn't just gets
Yeah.
up in the morning and just doesn't change for the rest of the day
Yeah.
and just like walks
And
around the
yet
house
she's terrifying.
and
Yep.
curly gray hair at the top of her head and moving around
In
and
a moo.
well, no matter. Well, these here, why these are guard drakes.
What are those? What are drakes?
I guess the best example I could probably give you is imagine a dragon dog.
Yes!
Oh,
Oh my god.
You guys have griffins.
We already
I've got
have
dibsies.
flying cats.
I've got dibsies.
These are really difficult to train because they have some of that innate dragon quality to them. They're greedy. They're easily tempted.
Sounds like a Lachlan animal.
And especially since these are, in fact,
hey.
green dragon guard drakes.
Oh God.
I used the scales that you guys had given me to cast a special ritual that I know.
Like what?
What allows me to create these creatures.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So-
Gramps is gonna learn that.
So if we got you like a cool, if we got you, let's say a silver, or what is Clarion
Silver.
again? Silver. If we got you a silver dragon scales, would we have silver drakes?
I mean, I know the ritual magic. I could possibly make that happen if it's something that you would be interested in paying for.
What if, okay, a deal here. What if we brought you some scales? This is all hypothetical, if parties willingly agree, If we brought you enough scales for you to make a batch as a mutual exchange, we get to keep one of the things. You probably would get like 5, and of those 5, we'd get 1. I'm not gonna kill Clarion. I'm gonna kindly ask
Let's
him
do
for his
bronze.
scales.
Let's get some for that bronze dragon, huh?
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna be like, can we just little, just like a little pluck pluck?
Don't they shed? Like
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Yes. They shed.
Yes, we can totally do this.
The shedded scales would not suffice for the ritual. The fresh
We're gonna have to rip his head out of
the
the root.
fresher the scales, the better. Makes the ritual run through a little bit easier without too many complications.
How much just for one of the green ones, though?
How much for one of these green ones? I can see. Most of the time, I do not sell them. I just.
Okay.
Dragon dog.
You already
Maybe if
have
we
a-
go kill
you already have a
Xanathar, we can
griffin
have
cat.
one.
Dragon
You don't
pup
have a
pup.
griffin yet.
Dragon pup pup.
It takes them a while to hatch. I mean, it's something that you'll have to wait patiently for, and they need to be properly
Baby
heated and
brother for the
incubated.
griffins.
I mean, they would have to stay near a heat source.
I am a heat source.
Listen, you guys have done good things for me.
Yes.
You've done good things, and she looks at Lachlan, and you've done good things for my benefactor. I'd be willing to let one go for 2,000 gold.
That's a bit.
How many platinum is that?
200 platinum.
That's a bit. Look at our party wealth.
Done.
I'm looking at Diana as well. She's not doing too good.
Okay, well, please make sure you
Oh, I'm doing
wrap.
fine.
Take a few of my blankets. Make sure you wrap it up tightly. It needs to stay warm. If it gets too cold, if it gets too cold, it will damage the embryo inside, and that is not a good thing to do.
Did we just buy a dragon dog? I handed Ashlyn 100 platinum.
You split it half,
'Cause we're splitting it.
halfsies with Ashlyn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going halfsies on a dragon dog.
You're gonna have to walk it and take it out.
I mean,
But
It's like Griffin's 2.0.
it's probably going to take a few months to hatch. I'm just letting you know,
Oh,
and it
okay.
needs to be properly taken care of. You can't just expect.
We can leave it at the house.
Yeah.
Just leave it in the
Okay,
fire.
Since you already have a cat, flying cat,
Yeah.
can I take
She-
care of this a
She
little
looks.
more?
She looks.
Yeah,
she
it's
looks, She
yours.
looks at you, Lachlan's like, how am I have a feeling I'm going to regret this?
Yeah, you and me both.
How big do they get?
Um,
How big?
just to give you players a
size of-
reference, probably not as tall as a Great Dane, but probably a little bit more elongated. So they're a really, really big dog.
Yes, mini horse. Yes, 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 yes.
So, people like gnomes can ride them.
Do they have
they'll make a
wings? Do
souffle
they
out of it.
fly?
They do not.
Do they have wings and do they fly?
They do not have wings. No.
Oh.
Feels zergling.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like a little lizard dog.
Yeah.
This is far less interesting. That's not cool.
But they're based.
Wait,
they're
wait,
based
wait.
off of dragons. So she
Wait, I wanna
tells
see
you that
what
they
one
do
looks
it.
like.
They do in fact have breath. They can breathe whatever type of dragon they are. They can breathe their breath weapon.
So this thing can
And it's
shoot the
Wait.
poison or
It
Poison.
can
something.
shoot poison out of its mouth. Yeah.
So wait,
We have a
I'm
poison
reconsidering
dog.
this. I'm reconsidering the fact that we got a poisonous.
Look in Discord if you want to see what you
wings.
just dropped 2,000 gold on.
I don't want it no more.
Yep. That's exactly what they look like when they hatch.
Can I?
It's so
Yeah.
ugly that it's cute.
Can I trade this egg back to you for money?
Give it to Molfin!
Okay. All right. I'm gonna add this to my inventory. One. What are they called again?
A green dragon guard it'd be a green guard drake is what it would be.
Guard Drake.
Yep.
Okay, forgot that word Drake.
And a lot of people like
Drake.
to hatch them and use them to. I mean, they're very. They do that. They do just that. They are a guard dog type creature.
Okay.
Like you tell them
Cool.
to guard something, and they will guard it with their life.
We're not giving it to Molfin because he will secrets. Secrets.
Simulacrum it or something.
I know. I'm gonna have it guard my wardrobe.
We could have so many more of these.
Oh my god, Ashlyn's gonna bring a date into her window, and this guard drake is gonna devour her date. Just breathe poison gas in its face as the date comes in the window.
That'd be pretty funny. Not gonna lie.
It's about this time you guys are having some small talk that another knock happens at the door. And
I hide.
Taz opens the door and sees that Callista and Molfin are there. Molfin's got mud like caked all over his boots. Callista seems...
Can you do prestidigitation or
those?
something for your...
Yeah, he probably could, yeah.
Okay.
Well, if I knew the enchantment you're speaking of.
I'll use it.
Okay.
Lachlan
I knew
cleans
one
up.
of you had it.
Callista's still kind of soaking wet from like basically swimming here and wild shaping
Oh.
and turning back and forth. So you guys make your way into Taz's residence. She welcomes you with a warm welcome and gestures over to the pot of tea in the kitchen.
I'm gonna start knitting.
Okay. All right, knitting. Okay.
Here, I got some.
Molfin just sort of
Molfin.
looks at Ashlyn and this massive egg that she's got wrapped in blankets next to her.
Yeah, she's got this egg sticking out of the top.
Hi,
of
do you
his
like
blankets.
my new friend? His name is... Oh, do I know? I don't know if it's a boy or girl yet. I shouldn't name it yet. Okay, that's a good idea.
What sort of name is I don't know if it's a boy or girl yet. Seems like a very foolish name for something.
You're foolish.
Burn.
Saying that to me without... I don't know. And I've got real yarn, and it's tangled. I'm gonna put it away now. It's for
I'm gonna-
vet.
Hand
Why do we
Ashlyn.
let them go out?
I'll hand Ashlyn the dress.
Oh, you got
Okay,
this.
I don't know what it looks like. For real, but I will pretend that I don't know what it looks like, but I'll be like, is it pretty?
I think it'll suit you.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. And
You're
I give
welcome.
you a hug and a kiss on the cheek, and
No.
I put it in my pack.
Lachlan, Taz kind of comes up to you and hands you another cup of tea. And
You should
looks
You want me to finish the job?
looks you right in the eyes and says, "You know what you did against Aldok was really brave.
It was.
My only regret is we weren't able to take out Xanathar as well.
Yet.
we can.
The ideal plan would have been to lead them both into the same conflict and then use the command word.
Wow, if you had told me that plan, that could have worked out really well.
I was,
Short
she kind
course.
of snickers a little bit. She's like, I thought you might have been intelligent enough to figure that out, but I guess that.
I just sink into the chair. I try to hide where I'm sitting.
She's like, it's okay.
Yeah, I
Okay,
noticed the increase of tagging happening around Waterdeep with
Wait, what?
the Xanathar's folks.
Yeah, it seems now that there isn't any direct challenge and conflict and competition against Xanathar's guild, that it's become the most popular thieves guild in town, and is actually most of the members of the Bird Watchers that followed Aldok have they can't easily give up the lifestyle of thievery, and some of them were actually recruited into Xanathar's guild after the demise of Aldok. So the guild has actually grown in number and popularity in Waterdeep.
Sorry, I made things worse, is what you're telling me.
Well, it's it doesn't really affect us much down here. But my generous benefactor would like to see him exterminated. But it might not be the best time.
You can infiltrate the group and then kill him. Wait, no, that was evil. Why did I say that out loud? What's wrong with me?
We do have a
Often
friend who's
it's
on his way
working.
that's pretty good with beholders.
Yeah. That's true, we do. Pluck the eye, yeah.
Didn't we tell them not to bring him to Waterdeep, to the place where the thing wanted to kill him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where did we tell them to meet us?
They were headed to Everland.
Oh. Well, we should go to Everland at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought we were preparing to go into deal with the giants through the portal shell.
Taz looks at you suspiciously. You have a portal shell?
Yes, don't you?
Yes.
Actually, I do not. Do you have multiple
We could have.
portal shells? I'd be willing to
With
offer
them.
you a lump sum of coinage for one. If you,
He probably wants the egg.
You probably wouldn't want this portal shell
why would I not want this portal shell?
because it only takes you one place.
Perhaps it might be a place that I would want to go. Or
Oh, you want to join us in our fight against the giants? You're more than welcome to come.
oh no, I'm much too old for that, my dear.
That's what I thought.
But my benefactor might benefit greatly from such a device.
Do we know who your
Benefactor.
benefactor is? Or just
Are you asking the DM that, or are you asking her that?
I'll ask her that. Do we know who your benefactor is, Taz, or do they prefer to remain anonymous?
They definitely prefer to remain anonymous.
Okay.
Are they good or are they bad?
You just can't go up and ask someone if they're good or bad.
Yeah. I
I
tend.
feel like people genuinely know if they're good or
I believe that he is misunderstood.
okay, so bad, but maybe with good intentions. Like Molfin, I got you.
Yeah.
She looks over at Molfin and starts to snicker.
Shade.
Can I just backhand Diana?
No, I'm gonna
Like,
react to
literally?
that.
Go ahead, make an
I'm gonna
make an
react to
attack
that.
roll, Molfin.
Oh my god.
Is this
A whole backhand?
Is this the creepy hand?
That's rude.
Can
That's
I,
a 22.
yeah, can I? Is there any way I can?
You backhand Diana. Diana going. You
Okay.
back.
Are they gonna just start a fist fight in Taz's?
Diana
Yeah,
stumbles a
go
little
brawl.
bit. Diana stumbles a little bit.
Like
almost
siblings.
falls off and tips over a chair. And Taz like, oh please, not near the eggs. Oh my goodness. And she like reaches out, holds Diana a little bit. Much stronger old woman than you thought. Is she?
I want to pick Molfin up and put him in the garbage. No, I'm kidding.
I am going to take. I'm gonna look at Molfin. I'm gonna be like, you touch Diana again, Uncle Molfin. I will stomp on your foot.
Damn.
And we know how powerful that stomp on the foot is.
Shut up, you monster!
This is not where I thought that my snark would go.
Taz,
I would
I love
rather
you.
not that happen, but at the same point,
I love you, but
Diana?
And I would
Rude.
stomp on
Sorry.
your other foot. You don't hit her like that.
you hit Lachlan like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
about
We
this.
do. We do rough around Lachlan a lot.
I know.
at
we
the
should
same point, one would
do that.
assume she can take it. I mean, look at the armor she wears.
That's true.
Not like I used a weapon, I merely just...
I'm
It's
sorry.
not nice.
I'm sorry. I
I
didn't.
didn't use a weapon. I just smacked her with
I
the
thought it
hand
was
of Vecna. It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not at all offensive.
One would think after how much time it's spent in the Church of Ilmater that it was a holy object for the Ilmater worshippers.
Okay.
Hey, I could be spying on you for that Church of Ilmater.
Both of you, apologize and hug each other now. That's
I'm
enough.
sorry.
We're gonna put you in the hug shirt.
Sorry.
The hug shirt. This
Yeah,
is our
I'll get out the hug shirt. Don't make me go get it.
You've never seen those? They're like extra large shirts that you put two
Molfin
siblings
could
in.
create it with fabricate.
he could.
Molfin create or get a long shirt.
That would be adorable. I kind of need to draw
We
that.
get, we get a quick camera flash back to the house where Rild is like looking in the mirror with his pants, and he's like, "Wow, I really like these pants." Yeah, and then it just goes back to you guys.
Okay,
Apologize.
they did.
They did?
Yeah, they did. I think they did
Sorry.
too.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, first I gave Diana a hug around the waist because that's really all he can reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Diana pats his head. Like, I'm
That's
sorry.
a little.
Okay.
if
We're sorry, Taz.
it's perfectly fine. But if you're going to face these giants, and you stumble upon any more of these shells or any other things that you think that might interest me or my benefactor,
Well, I will pull
Yeah.
out the Cyclops Maul, the +2.
Oh yeah,
Ah, well, look at that.
I've got flint on me.
Look
but I'm
at
keeping that.
there. It's a +2 weapon considered. Does anybody remember?
I have no idea.
Rare.
Rare?
Yeah, is it rare?
I think it's rare. I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah. It's a +2 weapon.
Yeah.
Are rare?
You think?
She looks at you and she's like, for that, why don't I just go ahead and give you your 2,000 gold back for the egg? Your 2,000
Oh, okay.
200 platinum.
You guys, wait, you guys bought an egg?
For
Oh,
2,000
so
gold.
So basically
We're
you
gonna tell
trade
you
so
about it.
basically you trade the +2 maul for the egg.
All right, I guess I'll hand that back to Diana and Ashlyn.
So you guys can add that 200 platinum back to your
Okay.
inventory. And
Nice.
she takes it, and it's super heavy, so it just like slams to the floor, and she like drags it over. She's like, I do know someone that will benefit from this greatly.
Nice.
There's also...
How large is that egg?
Like my torso size,
Like- Whoa.
maybe a little
That
bit
was like a
smaller.
football.
Molfin will look at Ashlyn. Would you like to put it in the chest to make it easier to carry?
Are you gonna give it back to me?
Whenever you ask.
Will the chest keep it warm?
Well, if you wrap it properly.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay. I wrap it in all the blankets, and I say, okay.
Molfin will pull out the little chest and make the ethereal one pop up and open the chest for Ashlyn.
Okay,
Okay, I put it
Pretty
in.
neat.
that is neat.
That is pretty neat.
So now
Close it and
you do know that with blankets and things like that, it'll keep it warm, but it may need to be next to like, you may need to do something to where you put it next to like a fireplace, like Taz has hers.
Oh, like
next to-
real
Okay.
warm.
Yeah, something that's
Well,
gonna
when
keep
we go
it
back to
really
the
warm.
house,
Something.
When we go back to the
Listen.
house, we'll keep it by a fire.
don't we have
That rune!
the rune? There was a small rune we had that didn't it radiate a small amount of heat?
It did.
Mind if I borrow it for a few moments?
We'll just put it in with the egg and let it sit beside the egg.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Brilliant. Yep.
Oh.
You guys kind of activate this
Yay!
rune. It starts to glow with this fire energy as you put it in the chest. And you have a hunch that it will keep it nice and warm and humid inside. As you made your own incubation chamber.
We just made it on incubation center. Oh my god!
Grow some herbs in there.
I'm gonna be using that for future like animal conservation. We'll be like adopting all these like stray animals and put it in the incubator.
Remember, it's only the size of a chest, right? Like a large.
Yeah.
It's I think it's
So-
what is it? 3 foot by 3 foot by 2. It's 6. Hold on, let me check here. Now I'm getting it confused
6
with.
foot cubed.
Give me a second. Let me double check. I almost said 64 cubic feet, but I think that's. Oh, that's Molfin the second. I looked and all my spells were gone.
Oh.
no.
It was a momentary panic. Okay, let me see here. Chest. Yeah, so it'll hold 12 cubic feet.
Okay.
Oh, 12 cubic feet of non-living material.
It's not living yet.
I would say
Is
it's
it-
not.
Well-
I would say it's not living yet. It
Okay.
doesn't require oxygen like to breathe right now.
Yeah.
So I would say it would be okay to keep the egg.
Okay
in
to
here.
move it to the house once
So,
we get
yeah,
back
I
there.
would say it would probably. Yeah, you wouldn't want to keep it in here long term.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys have got a little incubation chamber going on right now.
Taz, I have a question for you.
Yes, absolutely. What is it?
Are you able to enchant items that already have magical properties on them?
My dear, it's very difficult to do that. Sometimes it requires enchantments to be removed before another enchantment can be added. It's a large, time-consuming process.
So if I were to, I'm going to show her my ring of protection,
Okay.
and I'm going to show her the pink ring that Ashlyn got me.
Okay.
Aww.
So if I wanted to make this in D&D terms a +2 instead of a +1 for AC, would it be easier to do a brand new ring, or would it be easier to do it on the ring that's already got a +1?
She looks at both of them, and honestly, for me, it would probably be easier to do just a new ring.
Okay, that's fine. So I will hand her the pink ring and ask her how much it would be to get a +2 to AC instead of a +1.
Okay.
If we're gonna go fight giants.
You guys know the rarity of a ring of protection? Offhand?
No.
I think it's a rare item.
Is it rare?
I have
Give
one.
me a second, I got it pulled up so I can see. Ring of Protection is rare, yeah.
So I would say a +2 ring of protection will probably raise its rarity.
Yeah,
Very rare.
I expect that.
So she tells you that it's probably going to cost you about, to do this enchantment, it's probably going to cost about 20,000 gold pieces. And it's probably going to take her probably about a month to create.
Oof.
That's fine.
We don't really have, like, are we gonna willing to wait a month to go deal with this? I don't think that's
You can do
feasible.
all sorts of side quests on them.
Because a
alright.
+2 ring of protection is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, we have enough money to do it. It's more about the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys are loaded.
Yeah.
If you're interested in it, you might as well, if you want it, do it. You may not be prepared for the giants, but
Could be for something future.
I only know that it couldn't hurt for what we have planned later.
What do you have planned later?
Molfin
Oh,
will
you know, a
look
little bit of
at
this, a
Ashlyn and
little
get-
bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of that.
Molfin gets almost uncomfortably close to Ashlyn. Do you really want to know, my dear?
Sort of.
Perhaps when we are taking our rest this evening after we have cast our tiny hut and magic cannot penetrate, I will share the plans with you.
Okay.
So would you guys be okay me using some of the party funds to do that?
Yeah, you're a tanky person. Do it.
All right, I will pull out the bag of holding and hand her the ring and pay up.
All right, so 20,000 gold and about. Go ahead and mark in your character sheet somewhere that it's going to be about a month.
Yeah, I'll write it in my notes.
And if you could help me keep track of days as well, that would be much appreciated, because
Sure.
I'm not a very good dungeon master when it comes with keeping track of days and time in my worlds. I need to do better at that.
Correct.
Happens.
So I always like to have players help me because I'm going to forget.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Molfin leans over to
Molfin,
Diana a little
Molfin.
bit. Is tanky a compliment?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Ashlyn just said close to his tanky.
Like she can fight like a big.
Oh yeah,
So
You're tough.
she's animalistic.
you're tough.
She's tough.
Yeah, now I know that you're tough, Molfin. Goddamn. No.
Callista, did you hand the ring that Ashlyn bought you, the one with the pink gem in it, to be enchanted? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, because she said it's easier to do it than just to take the ring of protection and re-enchant it. So I kind of figured. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, definitely be easier for her to do that.
Yeah, so I will hand over the ring that Ashlyn got me.
All right.
Nice.
She gladly takes it. She kind of just takes the ring. She looks at it. She just kind of puts it in her pocket. She continues to sip on some of her tea and look among all of you and looks back to Lachlan and just tells Lachlan, you know, when you get through with this mess, you know, come back and see me.
Well, I'm definitely going to. I just gave you 20,000 gold.
yeah.
You're gonna see me again.
Get another beholder on my notch on my bow, you know?
Yeah, we'd definitely be willing to help endorse you on that endeavor. You'd be willing to take care of it for us.
Sounds fun.
Also, could you keep on the lookout for another bag of holding? We might be interested in purchasing that.
Oh,
in the future.
really? You need a bag of holding?
Another one, yeah. We're kind of
you know what?
filling up.
Just wait right there. Wait right here. I could have.
Oh, you have one now. Great.
It's got like brownies and cupcakes in
Yeah,
it.
she goes into the kitchen and she starts opening cupboards and starts taking things out. You hear like clangs of pots and pans and things of all that nature, just like flinging all around the room. Dish towels go flying up above her head, and she just like root through a bunch of stuff. Here's that old thing. And she gets out. It looks like a very similar bag to what you already have, Callista. And she just starts brushing some dust off of it and just.
Oh, Taz.
Oh, wow.
This has been here for such a long time. I meant to.
She's had it this whole time.
I was gonna donate it to charity one day, but you know,
We're like charity.
Oh, well, here.
No, we're not.
Well, here. And she just tosses it to you. She doesn't even charge you for it.
Oh. Sweet. All right.
That thing has been under the cabinet for a good 15, 20 years.
So I think we're safe now, guys. We got 2 bags of holding
And a chest of Molfin.
and a chest of Molfin. I think we're good to go looting whatever the frick we're doing.
And we'll share some of that loot with you, Taz. Because it'll be.
I mean, we already have.
Lord knows we'll have more. Well, perhaps she'll be able to make more of those drakes if we bring her the remnants of a certain.
Oh.
worm.
Were they discussing that while I was here?
Which worm?
Oh, no. Just a decrepit old beast called Clouth.
Clouth.
You want
You know.
Drakes of Clouth.
You know old Snarl.
Ooh,
Unfortunately.
Well, just sort of look.
No, don't talk about him, don't talk about him.
She's just like la 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 la.
Why does he torment your thoughts?
Yes.
We don't feel it. We don't really feel his pressure too much here. Of course, you do know that Waterdeep is protected from most dragons.
Yes,
Oh.
they have protections to keep them out.
So
Then my head's clear.
old Snarl does not have a hold on Waterdeep like he wishes he did. And us
I wish
being
I
here
could
in the
visit-
Skull Part are very safe from him. But oh, what I would do for a few of those precious red dragon scales.
Because we're
She
getting
just kind
killed.
of smiles towards
dragon.
Molfin as he's the one who brought it up.
And Molfin smiles right back at. I mean, what you will do with them.
Pay for the ring and then some.
And blue ones, because we're gonna kill a blue one, right, guys?
A blue one?
Yeah,
We
I
need
think-
to find a blue one first, my dear.
Okay. Then we kill him.
Unbury that one.
I'll punch it again.
She said that fresh scales were better. That thing's been buried for
Yeah.
a good
Several
while now.
Yeah. It's probably a good while, yeah.
But,
Hate that thing.
Daz, I have a question for you, if I may. You know of what I carry with me. Do you know of anywhere I could find books on the individual who formerly claimed these items?
Unfortunately, there isn't much remaining. There are only a few texts and tomes that have this kind of, well, let's just call it what it is. Dark and terrible magic. Possibly the dense libraries of Candlekeep might keep it safe within their libraries. You might perhaps venture off to the area, the city of Silvery Moon. There are great elven scholars there who have. There's a vast library there that contains many tomes. Other than that, from what I can gather, there are many dark wizards that have tried to. Some of the texts have been copied over and over and over again and passed down. Some of them are a little bit. She kind of gives you the reference. It's kind of like telephone. When you keep on copying something over and over and over again, things get changed, things get adjusted, things get tweaked. Sometimes it's not always 100% truthful.
Lost in translation.
Yes, exactly.
I'm assuming Candlekeep, though, wouldn't allow outsiders in.
Candlekeep allows those to enter, only those that bring tomes and texts or information that is new to their libraries, will they allow you entry. You must provide them with something in order to get something in return.
What if we provide someone that's like a little test subject to everything that like they could ask questions to, that has a bunch of answers to different things that maybe could be worn or procured through evil means?
I think that's a little bit over the top for what they do. I mean, they're just...
Okay, they just want a book.
Imagine the most elegant library that you've ever visited.
Okay.
They are more so librarians and keepers of ancient texts.
Do we have any books?
I've got the Volos book to monster.
That's circulated throughout all of Faerun. I think they have that book.
He sells it on
have
street
it.
corners in Waterdeep, trying to
Oh.
make a buck. That's what Volo does, yeah.
Go back to the Cloud Castle and get some books.
Some people believe Volo, some people think he's a total nut job, you know?
Yeah.
Molfin just sort of
Molfin,
shakes
you
his
should
head.
start a diary. And maybe that would, like, be worth something with your insights into things.
I will take it under advisement. And Taz, I have one other question I don't think you will know, but does the name Bulgrok mean anything to you?
Bulgrok. Let's make a D100 roll. Actually, let's do this. Better yet. Just do this. She just shakes her head no. Unfortunately not.
Bloody hell.
I am sorry.
Not to worry, just something vexing someone said. We'll look over at Callista. Any other plans down here?
I think we've got all we needed.
Lachlan, Diana, Ashlyn, anyone?
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
is there really much else, is there?
I mean, what's next?
Drinking!
I need to contact Clarion and figure out if we need to go talk to Queen Dagnabbit about getting backup.
And then
I'm not sure what's going on with that and with the whole Lords Alliance bullshit.
Oh,
Perhaps
we
we
don't
should
know.
have a conversation with this Queen Dagnabbit.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if we should go meet him there or something. I need.
Reach out and ask him. I cannot get us there until at least tomorrow.
Well, I figured we were staying here for the night. And I have to get back to Gum Gum and Dad. I got some items to put in.
Was the plan to stay in Skullport or home?
I'm going back home. You guys can stay here and drink, but I need to get back.
Molfin looks at the other three.
I'll probably spend the night in Waterdeep. And then,
I'll go with
Oh,
Callista.
with your parents?
yeah.
I can't, so I will go with Callista.
Okay.
Oh, that's what this is. We have this ring. I don't know if anyone needs it.
What ring is that?
The ring of free action.
Oh no, I don't need that.
I think we got it for whatchamacallit? For Ashlyn, I think at one point.
Really?
We got it in one of the, we got it with the beholder and stuff. We got it
I
at
don't think I
Bulldog.
need it anymore because I can walk on walls.
Yeah, so we can give that to Dad, it's fine.
What does free action do?
You have like,
Restrained.
you can't be restrained, you have freedom of movement, like difficult terrain doesn't cost extra movement.
Ooh.
You can't be
shit.
paralyzed or restrained.
Oh, well, that's cool.
My
Paralyzed.
cat stole my
magic
headphones.
can't. Too sure speed, no range.
That's fine. No, I'll hold on to that.
Yeah.
Wolfen's gonna go
Hold
find
on
a
to it
bar.
for now. Let me think about it.
Go find a bar.
Okay.
Yep, Wolfen's gonna go get a drink.
Now there's a couple here that you guys have passed before. There's
Dragon
Wolfen's
and
gonna go to
Dragon?
the one that's got the
Flagon and the
really
Dragon.
nice wine.
Yeah, the flagon and the dragon. That was the one where the
That's with Callow with the drow.
Hallow, the half
Half-
the half drow was the
Half elf,
barkeep.
yeah. Yeah.
Half elf and drow. Yeah, you make your way there. Is anybody going with him, or is everybody else?
I'll go with him for now.
Seems like everyone's
Are you,
going their own ways.
I want to go with
Yeah.
Uncle Molfin, are you gonna go back to the house tonight?
See how well I hold up at the bar.
Tell Callow I say hi.
I will do so.
Catlo.
See if she's got any
Not
contacts.
Kella. Cal. It was
Oh.
Callow.
Oh, I was like,
It was like CAL.
Apostrophe
L O
AL.
W.
It was like one of those.
Yeah.
I have it written here. CALLOW. Callow.
I must have gave you the wrong spelling for it. Because in the book it
Oh,
says
okay.
CAL. Is that apostrophe? I don't know what that is. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that in my
And then
notes.
AL.
Cal out.
Cal.
Oh, okay. Unless
Yeah,
you spelled
she's
it wrong.
Half female, half drow.
Just like me.
Proprietor and barkeep of the Flagon and the Dragon.
So yeah, so I guess me and Diana are going back to the house. Ashlyn, you're going drinking with Molfin. Lachlan, you're going to Waterdeep?
Yep.
Okay.
Lachlan said
Oh yeah, I would
Yep.
give Lachlan that halfling statue to give to his dad.
Okay.
Oh. Whoa. Thanks, Callista. I think he's gonna love
It's
this.
carved pretty
I
well.
thought so.
It's not as good as your dad's, you know. It's
Well,
not,
yeah.
It's not his quality, but
But it's got a gold pipe.
it's got a gold pipe.
Wow.
Sure. So, Callista, Diana, you headed back to your house?
I guess so.
Okay. So, Callista, Diana, Ashlyn headed back to the house.
No, I'm with Molfin.
Oh, you're with Molfin? Going to the Flagon and
Yeah.
the Dragon? So, Molfin
Yep.
and Ashlyn and Lachlan's headed back to Waterdeep.
Mhm.
Split the party again.
Yeah,
Party of
that's the
three.
safest way to
Here we
be.
go. All right. So we'll start with Molfin and Ashlyn here as they enter the Flagon and the Dragon, which is not, I mean, it's not bustling by any means. It's still relatively, early here. Probably getting closer to, probably nearing lunchtime, but not quite there just yet. As people are milling about. Bugbears and all kinds of the same kind of monstrous creatures inside here, just chugging away at some beverages and eating some food as you guys make your way into the place and see the same female half elf, just kind of half drow, like walking around, just serving customers. Looks like she has a very small wait staff there. She does. It seems like she does most of the work herself. It has just a few people there to support her.
Molfin's gonna flag her down, try to get a couple of drinks,
Mhm.
and motion to Ashlyn to, why don't we go sit over at the table so you and I can talk?
Okay.
Okay.
Callista says hi.
Oh,
I
yes.
yelled to.
Oh,
Sir.
how is she?
She's doing well, running back to deal with something, but wanted us to pass along her greetings, and she told us to ask if you had any contacts, but she didn't specify what that meant.
contacts.
If you remember, we discussed her having people potentially like adventurers to come help us
Oh yeah, yeah.
that she might know.
I mean, I've run into some, but like I said before, most of the people that I run into are just kind of hesitant to trust, you know?
Fair enough.
Gotta trust the party.
It's really hard, you know, here in Skullport to find those that are willing to, you know, have your back and stick to their word without stabbing you in it.
Fair.
And then taking
Yeah.
all your crap and running away.
Fair enough.
We can have a couple of glasses of that wonderful wine you have here.
Now, I can't remember. This is the DM asking. Did she give you a piece of jewelry, Callista?
I think so.
Okay. I thought that
I'm trying to remember what it was.
And Molfin, she kind of looks at you and she's... Did she happen to... Did she still have my gift?
Yes.
I believe so. She doesn't tend to
I don't remember what she
release
gave.
things that are given to her.
Draw family, Tarmanthal family, top level apothecary. Poison quill.
I can't remember, Michael. I'm not finding it. I have so
I
much
want to say
shit.
it was like a brooch or something, I want to say.
Wait,
Yeah.
She,
Diana adopts the hat of disguise.
That's right. She looks at you, Molfin, and she says, I don't know what it is, but I had a few dreams and visions. And in those dreams and visions, I see Elistri dancing elegantly below the full moon. Her hair flowing naturally throughout. In that dream and in those visions, I see her reaching out towards darkness. The areas in the corners of the world that the moonlight does not touch. And there's another hand reaching out towards her, but it just can't quite grasp it. And I always wake up right before their fingertips touch. I don't know what the meaning of this is, but for some reason I keep thinking of Callista. Tell her that I said, if she ever sees the one who dances under the moonlight, reach for her.
I will tell her as soon as I see her.
Thank you. Excuse me, I've got to go take care of these idiots over at table 4. She brings up some bugbears are like balancing mugs on their heads and go, "Hey, look at me! Oh yeah, that's right. You're such a fool. You're gonna drop it." Oh. And one reaches over and smacks a couple of the mugs off of them. Hey, that's cheating. Stay on your side of the table, you maggot. They're just like arguing with one another.
Michael, I love Illustrate so much. Oh my god, she's my favorite thing. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
So as Molfin gets the drinks, brings him over to the table with Ashlyn, just sort of sits down and just, hold up a finger for a second. Going to burn a spell slot and cast Sending to Callista
Oh.
to deliver the message.
oh,
Okay.
And just say, Gallows says, if you see the dancer under the moonlight, reach for her. Dream speak. And that's it.
Very nice. That's the message you hear, Callista, as you're walking currently through a cave.
Does Callista make the connection that the one that dances under the moonlight is Illustri? Because I know she's done research on drow culture, but I'm not sure how much she knows.
Yeah, you would know Illustri. You would know that symbol of the thing that you picked up from this woman was basically like a holy symbol, some kind of token of that nature. It is basically the essence is it's an elven woman who is basically naked and dancing, but her hair surrounds her
I just
body.
posted the picture.
Yeah.
I just posted the picture. I freaking love her.
And there's always like moon vestiges like within the image. Like yours is like a crescent moon, and she's like inside the crescent moon dancing around it. That's the symbol that you've got.
And Callista also wears a crescent moon earring like all the time.
Sure.
So okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you would know this. It's this goddess is interesting because this is the goddess that most drow who are like the outcasts worship. So not a lot of people from drow culture worship this goddess because it's kind of like the like Lolth.
She's Lolth's daughter, and Lolth hates her.
Lolth hates her. She's the disobedient daughter. Basically, is what she is, and
because she saved her dad from her mom killing her dad, and it's a whole drama fest. But I love her so much.
Yeah, it's the daughter that Mama doesn't like. So, but there are small sects of half drow and drow that do worship her, but they're usually not welcome within drow society most of the time. Like the biggest parts of the drow society. Yeah.
Upon hearing that, I would pull out that brooch and tack it on beside the Emerald Enclave one on Anna's cape.
Okay, perfect.
Just out of a gut reaction, like I don't know what this means, but okay.
Sure.
I trust Molfin.
And then, using a spell slot, not as a ritual because it'll take too long, Molfin casts telepathic bond with him and Ashlyn.
Oh.
I feel this way is best as people cannot eavesdrop.
Oh, okay.
So you asked about plans.
Yes, I want to be involved in your plans. I love you, and I love everyone, and I think that I should be informed.
The plan is to murder the devil.
What?
We're going to kill Asmodeus.
Can this be done?
Can this
be done?
One would assume once he is dead that there would be a power vacuum.
Yes.
No, wait, let's go back to my question. Can we kill the devil?
Well, yes, the devil has sent us to kill Orcus.
Another devil.
A demon lord.
Demon lord,
in possession of a rather powerful wand that he wants.
Okay.
The plan is to speak to Orcus and to gain his assistance to murder Asmodeus.
Okay.
And once Asmodeus is dead, to replace him.
With who?
What would Molfin do? What would Molfin do?
He's got two thumbs and.
Oh my god, I just realized the shirt I'm wearing says Moonchild.
There you go.
Oh.
Outfitting. Moonchild. Episode title.
I start scratching the beard I don't have. So after we kill... No, we're gonna go make a deal with a demon to get the wand of Orcus to kill the devil and the demon, because that goes hand in hand, and then replace the devil with you.
Precisely. And then, as I will now be in possession of all of Asmodeus's contracts as I would have replaced him.
Mm-hmm.
Certain someone who has recently signed a deal
Mm-hmm.
be released from it.
What about your being bound to, like, hell thing?
Well, you're only bound there if you stay there.
Are we gonna lose you?
No,
Then I'll
I
fight
will
with
come back to the prime. I will come back to the prime material plane.
Then I'll fight with you. To get Callista. And you.
I will be taking over the world. I mean,
Well, I just need to keep you guys safe. You're all I have, and I know that maybe it's not the best, but it's what we are, and wherever you go, I'll be by your side, Uncle Molfin.
and I will be beside yours.
Okay.
There's much to do before we get there. The giants, the dragons.
Okay.
It is probably best not to weigh the others
No.
as of yet.
Okay. But as long as we can save Callista too, then I'm behind it.
That is my goal. She
Okay.
has done exactly what I did.
I know.
It seems she got a better deal, but
It's
at the
still
same
salty.
point,
So salty about that whole contract and deal thing.
You like take on too much though. You're only one man, Uncle Molfin.
well, that is why I'm seeking knowledge.
Okay.
As a very strange human I heard of once said, if knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power. Can I punch
If you have
it?
enough, if you have enough knowledge, you become a god.
Wow. I should really study those books you give me.
It could help. But
Yeah.
again, this is to save Callista.
Yes.
We should do
And-
something about Waterdeep and this strange Balgrok that Diana keeps speaking of.
Yeah, that's also worrying.
Do you think she has a new boyfriend?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe I think she'd tell me if she had a new boyfriend. I would hope so.
You guys get back to your house, and in the tree in the front yard, there's this heart carved in the tree, and it says Diana plus Balgrok.
Okay, well,
Guessing sending her around to make that happen.
Lachlan would probably do it.
Yeah, but he's walking. Oh no, he's going to Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, well, thanks for filling me in the loop. And I'll keep it quiet for now, but I'll be by your side no matter what.
Thank you for not sharing with them yet.
Okay. I think I need more drinks.
Molfin will just start throwing coin to just both nice and relaxed.
Okay, excellent. We're gonna transition over to Diana and Callista as they head back to the homestead, the ranch. You guys arrive without much of an issue. You guys make your way back through the caves and head back to the homestead. So you're out of this terrible Underdark place. So I'm gonna change the terrible Underdark music. So you guys have made your way back. What would you guys be doing at this point as you have made your way to the ranch?
Callista, we bought a dragon dog.
Yeah, why? We have griffins.
Because it's so cool. I mean, like, we have flying cats, so obviously we need, like, a dragon dog to balance it out.
I mean, I'm not opposed to collecting animals on this farm. It is
Yes,
bit
it's a farm.
strange.
Farm.
That's what it's for.
Can you milk them? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to try. Right. Well, I suppose Ashlyn has been feeling a little left out with the griffin, so
Yeah. I mean, she has her trestle or that thing,
Trestle.
but like, still, dogs are awesome.
it'll be interesting if it's a green one.
Yeah. What do green ones do?
Poison.
Cool.
Dangerous.
Meat
Oh.
poison.
Dangerous.
Yeah, but
Like-
Diana's mom's not.
Oh.
I forgot about Mum.
If she's going to be staying here, we need all people at the establishment to be aware with how to train this animal. It's going to be a lot more work than the griffins.
My mom is very tough. She's got it. Like, she was terrifying when I was growing up.
You guys
Not to be
hear some yelling from the house. It sounds like Diana's mother yelling at Gum Gum not to bring any more
Uh-oh.
mud in the house, that they have plenty.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
See, there she goes. Like, I'm off into the woods again. Bye.
Okay, so I'm gonna go find Gum Gum, I guess, because I got
Yeah.
some stuff for her, and I want to make sure that the bed gets delivered and put in a safe place for Gum Gum to sleep tonight.
Okay. Yeah, you walk in and Gum Gum is covered in mud. She's wearing like a pie pan as a hat, and it looks like that she's been like the kitchen is a mess.
Okay, we're gonna need to clean this up.
Gum Gum, good at cooking.
I see that. Gum Gum,
Master
can you do me a favor and go get cleaned up? I have some presents for you, but I need you to be clean to see them.
Older Diana uptight. Points
Gum
at
Gum.
Oh my god.
your mother looks exhausted and frustrated. She's been dealing with Gum Gum all this time. She starts like her hair is like messed up and like sticking up in places and stuff. She's like, and she's wiping her hands with a towel. I need a break. And she sets her down and just walks out of the room.
Sorry, Mom.
That's fair.
It's okay. And holds a hand up and just continues walking.
Okay, I'm gonna produce water and create like a little bath area for Gum Gum to get washed off.
What's that?
We need to give her some etiquette training.
You
Need to take off all the mud and get clean so I can give you your presents.
She starts drinking the water out of the tub.
No. Can I just
Pick her up and put her in the tub.
I was gonna say, can me and Calista together grab her and like
Yeah.
anything a cat?
You just slam it in there. She's like, ah! She starts frantically like.
I'll grab the soap and I'll rub it in her hair and I'll start scrubbing violently as much as I can.
You're just going nuts, like just washing her,
We probably spend the next hour just like bathing Gum Gum.
cleaning Gum Gum
I'm
against
gonna
the
buy her
will.
lice shampoo. I'm gonna buy Gum Gum lice shampoo so that we can get the bugs out.
There you go. Yes. Might need the extra strength.
Yeah. You know, I might as well just shave her head.
Fireball will do that too.
Okay.
Just ask Ashlyn.
Yeah, you guys clean her up. She gets clean begrudgingly. The water is filthy, and you make your way. The delivery does arrive with the bed. It's just like kind of a simple cot that you guys set up for her and get it all covered in some comfortable, clean sheets that she's probably not 100% used to. But well,
Oh.
we'll just go about it. Yeah, but that's easy enough. Is there anything else?
I give her all the outfit choices, but I'm gonna put her in the pink one for now.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show her the fancy one that's only for special occasions and it can never get dirty.
Oh.
It's very special. You have to be very careful with it.
Gum Gum like special.
Yes.
Oh.
But I also have something else special for you, and I'm going to pull out the fancy rocking horse from the bag of holding.
For Gum Gum.
For Gum Gum.
Gum Gum gets it. She puts it down. You put it down in front of her. She goes. She hits it a couple times and watches it rock back and forth. And this thing has like, I think if I remember right, it has like gemstones for eyes. So she like
That's very fancy.
hits it a few times and she climbs onto the rocking horse and she starts to rock just a little bit.
Oh,
my god.
I can't handle this.
And then she
Gum
looks
Gum
down.
is a toddler.
She gets kind of like this quizzical look in her eyes as she looks down towards
Uh-oh.
its face, and then she pulls out like a rusted dagger, and she starts
here we go.
trying to pull the eyes out of the and pull the gems out of it.
Can I?
Me get the pretties. Gum Gum get the pretties. Gum Gum.
Can I spray her with some water as though she were a cat? This is what I've been doing to my cat because he's been biting me while I've been playing.
You're like splashing some water on her. She's like,
Yeah. Gum Gum, no. No.
but they're pretty.
The pretty is pretty because it's in something else. You need to let pretties be pretties. This already belongs to you.
Fine. Gum, leave them. And as she puts the rusted dagger back in kind of like a belt pouch that she's got, you can see that there's all these like marks from where she tried to drive this thing out. So it looks like there's like these black marks all around the eyes of the rocking horse.
Okay. I think we should send her to reforming school. No, I'm kidding.
And she continues
You
to
do
rock
realize
for a
those
while.
gems are probably not going to last the week.
The day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
We
fine.
have a-
It's hers to have. She can do what she wants with it, but
I have a very difficult niece, don't I?
a little bit.
A little bit.
She's worth it.
Really don't matter. Our kids never end up this way.
Oh,
So is there anything else on your agenda as we get ready to head towards Lachlan and Waterdeep?
you can go do that because any conversation that I wanted to have has to wait because my food's almost here. So you go
Oh,
ahead
you
and
got it, sure.
jump to Lachlan.
Absolutely. We'll
Oh.
jump to Lachlan as he's making his way through the city streets of Waterdeep. Headed to your parents' residence?
Trying to find Trenfolin and Riser for a little drink first.
Okay. Make a survival check as you're making your way
Uh-oh.
throughout.
I'll just use my nat 20.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Using the nat
Forgot about
20.
that.
So we got that nat 20 out there.
Yeah,
Hoping
I know these mean streets.
Yeah, you do
I know where
find
to
your way
find these
around.
guys.
You do end up finding Trent and Riser. Actually, you find Trent. You don't find Riser.
Oh.
Actually, you find him in the Yawning Portal, of all places.
The Yawning Portal? Nice,
Yeah,
classic.
Because
Yeah.
hey, why not?
Yep.
He seems to be drinking by himself. He seems to be having a plate of food that is well past empty. It seems like he's been sitting here for a while. And he's just kind of hanging down. It looks like he's got heavy bags under his eyes. Looks like he hasn't slept very well. Looks like he's pretty tired as you walk in and see him. The place is, pretty standard crowd here at the Yawning Portal. It'll be probably picking up here shortly as it gets later on in the day.
I want to sit down with him, take up his tab, and Trent, everything okay?
Huh. Lachlan. What's
Oh, the one and only.
where you been?
All over the place. Just in town tonight, hoping to have a little drink. Keep it simple. Stay out of trouble.
Did you hear Xanathar sacked the boss?
Really?
Yeah. It's all gone.
So what now?
I don't know. I've been losing a lot of sleep over it. See, this is all I knew. Like, this is my life. I mean, what do I do now?
Well, that's a great question.
I mean, I'm almost out of money, Lachlan.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I mean, all I ever really did was, I hung out with you. I stole stuff.
Yeah, we were pretty good at that.
I was good at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I ran into a couple of those junkies from Xanathar's, but I don't know. Let's just say I heard things are a little rough in that organization.
Really?
I think we had it a
In
lot.
trouble?
I think we had it a lot better,
Well,
I don't want to.
Trend there.
We've screwed up before, right, Lachlan? I mean, we have made many mistakes. We almost got busted so many times.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like, we got our talking to and we moved on. I mean,
That's what we do.
I guess some of these.
I get those talkings too.
I guess some of these folks from Xanathar's.
4 people.
I guess some of these folks from Xanathar's Guide, Xanathar's Guide. Some of these folks
Guild.
from Xanathar's Guild. I mean, they I guess sometimes they like disappear for a while, and then they come back into the fray, and they're just like, I don't know, they just behave like zombies.
Sounds really creepy.
Like they just stare in outer space and just do exactly what they're told. If I screw up, I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want to be brainwashed.
You and me both.
I got too much to worry about. Like how I'm gonna make some gold.
Yeah. Well,
I guess I should
I
have.
might have some.
What's that?
I might have some jobs for you. You want to be a star, Tren?
A star?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what we all want?
Tell me about it. And I will reach into my pockets and I'm gonna pull out one of the rings.
Oh, the 7 snakes.
Yeah.
He looks at it. He's like, oh, is that a Zent ring?
Yeah. What do you think of them?
I mean, I'm not opposed. I mean, they do a lot of. A big group of them have a lot of scuffles with Xanathar.
Yeah. Maybe get to the bottom of this whole thing you're talking about. This,
Oh,
mind thing.
maybe.
I have a proposition for you.
Okay,
Take this ring.
sure.
Take 10 platinum.
10 platinum.
And I'm gonna like smack it down on the table and push it over. And if you can find some info on what's going on with this whole Xanathar thing, maybe find us a little bit of an in. Find out what's going on with this thing that you're talking about. I think we could have some things for you to do.
With this, I can't, Lachlan, you're like a brother. How am I gonna take this from you?
Cause your mission's gonna be really hard, and you might die.
He smiles at you and he's like, "You know me, Lachlan.
Oh yeah,
I think I'll be all right."
yeah, I think you're right.
And he slides his hand over and slides the ring and the money towards him, and you see him slide the ring onto his finger. And he looks at you. He smiles. It fits.
Does. Now you got to think of a snake that you like.
A snake that I like.
You don't have to know right now. Take your time.
Okay.
But you need a cool code name.
A cool code name. Oh yeah. How about Copperhead?
Oh, I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's go with that.
The Copperhead.
So Trev
All right.
is the Copperhead.
Yeah.
I still forget what I am.
You've had 3. You were the Taipan, and then the Mamba, and I think now you're the Viper?
I think I'm the mom.
They're Python, I
The
thought.
Python.
Python?
Python. Wait, I did write them down. Where did I?
Yeah, you're now the Python. You were the Mamba, then you were the
Taipan.
Taipan, then the Mamba, and now you're the
Yeah,
Python.
we got
yeah.
the Cobra, the Python, the Viper.
Copperhead.
I don't
Wait,
think.
hold on. I gotta write this down someplace. I'm not gonna forget.
I don't think.
Okay, so-
It wasn't Brantley. It was
Brock is the Viper. Brantley hasn't had a name yet.
Yeah, he does.
far as I know.
Yeah, he doesn't have a name yet. He's still trying to earn
Lachlan,
his
you're
name.
the Cobra, right? Lachlan?
Yep. Cobra Commander.
Okay. So he seems like he's very happy to do this for you, Lachlan. You guys have been friends for a very long time.
And you're one of the only people I really trust in this trend.
Yeah. I guess the saying goes for you. I mean, so did you hear anything about what happened to the boss? I mean, how'd they even get in?
Well, let me know what you find out.
Okay. All right. I'll see if I can figure it out. And then it puts the platinum in his pouch, and then just gives you kind of a nod and takes off outside into the streets of Waterdeep.
And then I'm going home.
All right, going home to your folks.
Yep, just want to have a normal night. Things are getting a little bit, intense. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, so just want to, just like the old times.
Okay. So yeah, you're welcomed back to your house with open arms from your family. It gives you definitely this uplifting feeling, just being in this. Your parents have always been very upbeat.
We lost. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Your parents have always been super upbeat and happy and just free, just so free in their mindset. You're just not really sure how they got so involved in such a terrible criminal organization. But Molfin has always had kind of a little issue with your parents because they don't think about the consequences of their actions all the time, which is odd because Molfin is one to talk about those. But you remember in the past how he would always say that they were foolish for doing what they were doing and things of that nature. that's kind of swinging. Oh, no, that thing is swinging back around and.
Yeah. Sorry about that, viewers.
So yeah,
I will give Namfoodle the gift from Callista.
Oh, this is super exciting. I do like this. Yeah. Where did you find this?
Where did we find that?
It kind of smells bad. A little bit like BO.
The Hill Giants, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he takes it and he puts it down. Hey, it's wearing too many clothes.
Well, maybe you could work on that a little.
But yeah, they seem to be super excited and glad to see you again. And they get your room ready with some comfortable bedding, and you've got a place to stay that's super comfortable this evening, and just a night at home, I guess.
Yep, before I go join everybody tomorrow. That said, I would like to sneak in the middle of the night.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Where are you sneaking to?
Let's see if I can. Okay. I'm trying to sneak somewhere into the house and just stuff the deed somewhere where they'll find it in like about a 10-day or so.
Oh yeah. Perfect. Yeah, you make your way kind of downstairs in the middle of the night, and you fold up the deed and you place it. You can see your father, it gets a little ADD at times when he's making his carvings. Like he'll carve and he'll lose inspiration. Mm-hmm. So you find like a sculpture that he was working on that may have set his tools down, and you kind of hide the deed under a few of his tools, his carving tools, so that you're hoping in a few days, like when he goes to go back and gets that inspiration again, that he'll find that. So yeah,
nice.
That's brilliant.
And then otherwise going to sleep so I can go join everybody tomorrow.
Okay. The rest of you, Ashlyn and Molfin, how long would you guys stay at the Flagon and the Dragon, or would you stay overnight in Skullport?
Well, finding out that her uncle has plans to take down a demon, a devil, become the devil himself, and then release Callista from her position of being damned, might have a few and stumble upstairs instead of making it home.
Okay.
And Molfin will probably see her stumbling off to get a room here. Will probably do the same.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Taking a little time once getting into the room, though. to cast Sending one more time
Okay.
to Delphin.
Okay.
Who the hell is Delphin? Why do I have such bad notes?
Delphin is the Lord's Alliance wizard in Daggerford.
Okay, Lord's Alliance was in
That-
Daggerford, okay.
He had my mom captive.
Oh, yeah.
Very stupid idea. Keeping her mother. Just set a trap for us. Be glad you still live. You won't next time.
A few moments pass, and you get a message back. In Delphin's voice, you hear in your mind. Molfin, you are a great danger. The Lord's Alliance will eventually get a hold of you. I dare not challenge you myself, for I know what you hold in your possession. Once things are settled, they will find you. And then that's the last you hear from him.
Wolfa just sort of smirks. It'll take a few minutes to cast Laven's tiny hut in his room.
Blanket fort.
Arcane blanket fort, bitch.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's right. So, Callista and Diana, it's getting late, and the rest of your party never came home.
Should we be worried that they're all, like, still out?
I feel like if there was a problem, Molfin would have messaged us, and I think Lachlan was going home.
True. Alright.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm having issues.
It's okay. We're all having issues.
Like dropping things, it's fine.
Guyan and Closter just having dinner, that's all. No.
Does that mean-
Diana,
Yeah. Hey.
what are we now?
The dumpster fire ranch?
No, what are we? Me and you.
Oh, what? I mean,
I mean, yes, we are. Dumpster fire sounds about right.
I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, you, like, express your feelings, and I reciprocate them, so, I don't know.
There is something you should know.
Okay.
I
Secret
have-
husband.
No.
Secret
No.
children.
No. No.
I can be a stepmom. I'm okay with that.
Diana, will you let me explain?
Yes, you can.
I also have feelings for other people aside from you. And I'm not sure how you feel about that, but I need to be honest with you about where my affections lie.
Like a love triangle? Like you're stuck between me and someone else and you like can't choose, or?
I don't know if this is Anna's influence because I never really received love as a child.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel like I will always have these feelings for these other two.
Okay. I feel like, what is it? This is Blair working it out. In my head, I'm thinking about what Diana would think. I feel like she would have a culture, like she would know, right? That like there's cultural there's other cultures and stuff that do like things like this, like polyamory. I feel. I don't know. Where Diana again? Is this like a drow thing?
I honestly don't know. I was not raised in drow culture. I was raised in a human area, I guess. I was raised in Daggerford.
Okay, so you just like, you love me and then you love 2 other people, you said? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
You can take time to think about it and we can discuss further, but I needed you to be aware.
I mean, I'm not like, you know, like the jealous type or anything. I just like, did you want to like talk to them too? Like,
There's only one other person I could tell because the other person is Moby. And he's not here anymore.
yeah, I understand. Asking if you call me on, we're all gonna hold hands and sing Kumbaya. Who is the other one, if you don't mind me asking?
Clarion. But I don't expect him to reciprocate my feelings.
I
'cause
can't
he's a
compete with
dragon.
that. That's a dragon.
Diana, it's not a competition. I'm in love with you. That's not ever going to change.
I'm in love with you too. I mean, I guess I get it. Like, you know, is it like stuck between 2 people, or is it like you just are, is it kind of like bisexuality, you know, how like people are like, oh, you need to choose?
I don't think I can choose. That's my problem.
Okay. Well,
Like, of course, I would have to, out of pure loyalty and just knowing you and Moby longer, I would have to choose the 2 of you over Clarion, but I couldn't choose between you or Moby. There's no way.
I wouldn't feel comfortable for like making you choose or forcing you to choose. I feel like that would be wrong. At the end of the day, it's up to you, I feel. And if you want to pursue things with other people, then there's nothing that I could really do about it. But at least you're honest about it and not like some other lovers in the past who have...
My point, Diana, is if it does make you uncomfortable or jealous and you're not comfortable with the idea and you want the traditional home life of marriage, kids, settling down, which is you and that small family, I'm not going to be the one to stop you to go find someone to do that. That's all I'm saying. I want you to be happy, regardless of my feelings.
I feel like I feel like at one point maybe that whole thing, marriage and children and settling down, was end game for me, but now in what our life has become, this is my family and you're my family.
I feel the same way.
And
I have no intention of leaving any of you, so...
Yeah. I mean...
But, yeah.
I still don't really understand completely, but I feel like...
Well, we don't need to
opposed to
rush
it.
into choices.
Yeah. I don't understand it, but I'm trying to, and I still want to pursue whatever this is, whatever it ends up being. So if you still have feelings for other people and you want to work it out with them, then that's fine. I'm still here. Doesn't change anything. At least you're honest, because, you know, when I remember finding out that I don't even remember his name anymore. You know, we're not gonna. He who must not be named was also talking to Kella, and that was a bad trip to find out.
Exactly why I wanted to talk to you.
Yeah.
You've been through a lot, and I don't want to be the next person to hurt you, so.
I don't think you could ever. And there's nothing that could ever ruin our friendship.
I agree.
Cutie.
But you might want to talk to Ashlyn about this.
Do you want the rest of the party to know? Or like it could just stay to Ashlyn, but I don't know how we're going to explain.
We
That
can take that
we're-
one step at a time as well. I'm just worried that if Ashlyn finds out by accident,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
going to be a mess.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's very fair. And she doesn't deserve
I
stuff.
don't want to hurt her either, so.
Yeah. You know, maybe she could, like help me work it out. You know, girl talk, advice. Yeah. Great talk. I'm awkward.
I'm gonna go over, give her a kiss on the cheek, and go find my dad to give him his stuff.
All right, easily done. You make your way after a quick peck on the cheek to Diana. You make your way towards your father, hooking him up with his new merchandise that you purchased. For
Fancy
him.
robes.
Yeah. Anything else that you guys would be doing before?
Just checking on the griffins before we head to bed, I think.
Okay. Yeah, easily done. So you guys all gain a evening's rest.
That long
And
rest.
Here comes those wonderful long rest portents.
Yeah.
I'll take those two.
But before, I must ask this. It was Molfin, Lachlan, and Diana that went to Daggerford and heard Molfin speak that sending spell, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was a moment in the evening where you guys had a little bit of a nightmare, all three of you.
What?
Mm-hmm. Molfin, yours was a little bit more intense than Lachlan and Diana's. But the one thing, it's one of those dreams, it's horrifying. You wake up and you remember a little bit of it for a moment, but then as the day progresses, you seem to forget. As the morning, you seem to forget what it was about or what was involved. But the one thing that sticks in your mind is what sounds like marching of heavily armored feet of thousands and thousands of soldiers onto the ground. The changing of chainmail and full plate mail as these soldiers just go. Imagine Lord of the Rings and the hordes just coming up. That's a sound that you hear in your dream. And another thing that you hear is chants. These terrible chants that say, Balgrok's armies, tens and thousands, march upon Nessus to lay their claim. They will take it for Balgrok. He shall lead. And it repeats, Balgrok's armies, Balgrok's armies, Balgrok's armies.
Huh.
Huh.
Would Molfin recognize the name Nessus?
Yes. By matter of fact, that's where your soul's gonna go when you die.
Or before?
Or before. True. That is the
Molfin
ninth and bottommost layer of hell.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh.
it's the hardest to get to, right?
Huh. Just gotta check something. I don't know if I can do this or not. Okay. Even across planes. Okay.
Oh no.
As Molfin is getting up and preparing and getting his spells ready for the day and just remembering his chant,
Mhm.
Molfin is going to cast Sending
Okay.
to Gratz.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. That's wisdom save. Let me see something really quick.
Well, I don't think it's a save. It's just
It's a message.
Oh,
yeah,
send-
it's
so you-
sending. It's just a
yeah,
message to
yeah,
him.
go ahead. I think it goes across planes.
And
Right?
It
It
does.
goes across planes. There is a 5% chance it doesn't arrive.
Okay.
Yeah, because I used to send messages to the Feywild all the time as a bard.
Yeah, go ahead and
And
Yep, it arrives.
it's-
Nice.
so Molfin
Wow.
says. So Molfin says, "Devil lawyer, need to speak. Someone named Balgrok marches on Nessus. Not sure why, but could be after me or him."
Okay.
That's it.
After a quick moment of you just chilling, all of a sudden, a poof of red smoke appears above a desk within this room that you have stayed in the Flagon and the Dragon. It goes, and all of a sudden, after the little red smoke clears, you see this imp standing on the table, very professional. He's got his tie on. He tightens it up. Looks right at you, smiles. Balgrok?
That's what the name was. Balgrok's army marches on Nessus.
Balgrok has no army.
He seems to have made himself an enemy of me or our benefactor.
Really?
Might you be able to tell me what he is so I can deal with him?
Oh, Balgrok is one of Asmodeus's associates. He's a powerful pit fiend of the hells.
Yeah, how's a pit fiend?
Cut.
Is Balgrok his true name?
As far as I know, yes.
Oh no.
That certainly makes things more fun. Well, if he is not planning on attacking Asmodeus, it was more a strange occurrence and a dream last night, but figured letting you know would get the word back to him, and felt a little rude barging in on him this morning.
Absolutely. You know what? I'll deliver the news right away. You know what? This Balgrok, he's had a couple plans that he's tried to take into his own hands. You know, these powerful devils sometimes, they think they can just come in and they can just, overthrow the leadership. But Asmodeus always has an out. And he actually, several times have asked Balgrok and given him positions of power under him. So, it kind of, puts out the fire, so to speak.
Let him know a fire is coming. Or perhaps the extinguisher is coming to remove the fire once and for all. If that fool makes a move against me.
I'll let him know. He tightens his tie a little bit, and then all of a sudden you see him just go and just vanish into a puff of red smoke as he disappears from view.
Always something with these devils. I suppose
There's always something with these gnomes.
I imagine
I think
that.
Callista's thinking of me.
I imagine the Harry Potter scene where she's like, "Why is it always you three?" it's like all five of you like standing there. It's all,
Or worse, expelled.
Yep.
And Molfin looking at Lachlan. I've been asking myself that question every time.
So, do you guys make your way back to the Waterdeep residence?
Yes.
As you guys.
Shall we walk or teleport? Ooh. I believe teleportation is probably in our best interest, considering I would rather not swim uphill.
You guys can go through the cave.
Oh, the cave. I forgot the cave.
We could do the tunnels if you want, or if you want to teleport, we can teleport. I'm a little hungover, whatever you want.
That's me.
Hungover and teleportation, that's a great combo.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, it's enough. So Molfin will just sort of reach up. I am not feeling up for the walk. Just take my arm.
Okay, I take his arm. The real arm.
Yes, Molfin's offering the right arm. He realizes that,
Yeah.
at least for some people, he doesn't offer the left hand. And
Yeah.
Molfin's going to cast teleport.
You cast your incantations, and nothing happens.
Hello.
Oh.
Your spell fails.
Ashlyn,
Uh-huh.
run. Something is blocking my magic.
Are you in the hut still?
When I walked out to go get you.
Oh. No, I'm not gonna run, and I take a defensive pose.
Okay. She's like standing there with her fists ready to like punch anything.
Yep.
Nothing.
Do I see anyone?
No. You hear some people walk by your room every once in a while, but it sounds like they're just people who had stayed here. Rowdy bugbears and other low-life folk.
Come on, we should run.
Going to use my
Mhm.
third eye ability.
For invisible creatures?
Yes, invisible objects and creatures within 10 feet.
Nothing.
And the ethereal plane.
No, it's only one of the three.
Oh, okay. Alright, let's run.
So was I able to successfully, well, I shouldn't say successfully, does it count as casting the spell?
I would say it fizzles it out, so no.
So it fizzles or a counter spell? My question is for the saving throw.
No, there's no saving throw.
Okay, so it doesn't,
It just doesn't.
nothing impacts my
just
mind.
yeah,
Okay.
just doesn't happen. You made the effort to teleport and you weren't able to do it.
Molfin's going to follow
Make
Ashlyn and just
an
take off.
Arcana check.
Okay. Don't fail me now, plus 13.
Wow.
Really?
Oh, dude. Nat 20!
I love
Can
that
I
it's
use my
plus
nat
13.
20? Because it's late at night and I have it still. Nat 20
You can
now.
donate it. I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'm going to donate my nat
Donate
20.
that 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So that would make it a 33.
Yeah.
So Molfin, there are some places that have magical barriers against teleportation.
Oh. Well, there you go.
You don't
That'd
think
be a-
you don't think teleportation is something that you can do in Skullport.
There you go.
People can't teleport into Skullport, and you can't teleport out.
Oh,
That's
isn't that
what.
a bitch. So much for being lazy. I guess we're taking the long way home.
Shall we? And I put my arm out.
Molfin all hook arms.
You guys start skipping merrily through terrible Skullport as you're heading back to Waterdeep. Eventually, yeah, you do arrive back at your homestead without a problem.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
with that Arcana check, you'd feel eventually like getting out of these caves and getting away from Skullport in this area that magical that constriction that you've had with your magical abilities to teleport and other things like that have dissipated and gone away.
And during the walk, Molfin keeps looking over at Ashen. What I don't understand is how is Taz able to use that teleportation circle if I can't do it? Infuriating.
Could. You're asking a non-magic user who doesn't know what to
You're asking
do.
a monk.
But, you can soundboard off me. Really good soundboard.
So I had a chat with the devil this morning.
Oh, how'd that go?
Well, Gratz was in a rare mood, but
Oh, okay.
apparently that new boyfriend of Diana's, Balgrok,
Ah,
has raised an army and is marching on Nessus.
what's Nessus? Hell? Heck?
Yes.
Okay. Heck. Okay. Well, how does that affect your plans?
I do not know.
Okay.
But I have been given that devil's true name,
Ooh.
which means I can now summon him forth.
Oh, wait. That you know when people take that little leap and it's called a jump to conclusions. You just totally hopped on out of there. Yeah, you don't have to summon the devil.
But if I summon the creature that is attacking, then I can deal with the thing that, well, Diana might get mad at me if I attack her boyfriend.
Well, her boyfriend was bad last time anyway, so maybe
That's a good point, too. If I kill the next person she's dating, she may thank me for it.
Oh God.
No, let's not do that either. Let's just. Oh
We can
look, we
certainly
can see the farmhouse from here. I'll race you there.
And you guys arrive to a freshly cooked
As she goes to take off running, Almost gonna cast Levitate on her. Just take off running himself as she.
I don't think there's a saving throw on it. It just happens.
Oh man.
Oh wait, no. An unwilling creature. Are you unwilling?
Constitution. Okay, I'll try.
Constitution saving throw. If you're unwilling.
Ooh.
I think you gotta beat like a god awful number.
No, it's not as bad because she beats it.
She beats it.
Okay.
Yeah, he tries.
I don't have the staff anymore.
He's trying to target you with this spell, and you're just too quick for him. You just run right out from underneath his magical energy.
Molfin got about 10 steps and then just went.
I'll run back and I'll pick him up.
Kaplan in chat's like loving how this is all just casual conversation between you guys.
Yeah.
Well, just talk to a devil this morning. Not about summon some demon or some fiend friend. It's just random random conversation. So you guys are all together again. Diana's mother has cooked some delicious breakfast. It seems like she got up early and cleaned the kitchen a bit from the mess that they made yesterday.
Wow.
And
what a good mom.
everybody seems to be sitting at the table and enjoying a little bit of meal as you guys all arrive back together and are joined back up as a big group to discuss this morning's plan of events. The story is still yours, folks, as we get close to the end of our session tonight. Yeah.
Should I ask Clarion if we should meet him with Queen Dagnabbit? Should I ask him that? I wanted to wait till you guys got back, but
Feels like a good next step.
You know what? I'm gonna write down a list of people I don't know in context. And see how that just...
It is probably a wise idea to set up a meeting with her, preferably private or with minimal involvement. If we do it in the middle of her main chambers with all of her guards there, we'll have half the Lord's Alliance on us in 30 seconds.
so what should I ask him then? That's kind of limited.
Will he donate some scales to us?
We can ask him that in person.
Private meeting, let's bash some giants, you know?
Meeting between us and Dagnabbit. Him and Dagnabbit.
All right.
Private meeting, preferably, and we'll deal with that and see how it goes. Before we do that, Molfin's going to pull the box out and pop the chest back out and hand Ashlyn her egg and hand
Aww.
Oh, yeah.
Callista the rune.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the egg near the fireplace, like in one of those swinging pot things near the fireplace.
Okay.
This way, should things go interesting, we have a place to hide said item.
Okay.
And Molfin will pop the chest back out of existence.
Okay.
I know what we're talking about.
So I will send Clarion a message.
Okay.
How are things
No answer.
Don't even. How are things going? Do you think it's possible we could set up a meeting between Dagnabbit and yourself privately? In terms of the giant problem. We need to do that soon.
You get a response back. Clarion seems a little uneasy in his voice as it comes back to you. Probably not the best idea. Seems the Lord's Alliance is shifting its focus rapidly. The giants are still a threat, but thanks to you all, they're not as much of a threat anymore.
We killed too many giants.
It seems that their focus is now set on another. I can't say it right now because I fear that I might be overrun if I speak too much about it. My goal is to get out of here. Reinforcements are not coming. We're on our own.
Oh.
Then after like a long, strange pause, you hear just some kind of almost under his breath, "I'm sorry."
Diana, can you message Clarion and ask him where we should meet him?
Yeah, sure.
I'll relay that entire message as Diana's preparing.
Okay.
What do you want me to say, Callista?
Just ask him where is a safe place for you to meet us privately, and we'll meet you there.
Okay, I'll send that.
Okay. He sends a message back to you, Diana, saying, "I'm headed back to my citadel. I need to get the primordial out of there."
Right.
He said that
She also
there's a primordial.
She also said she also wants the primordial.
What do you mean?
In the flask that we gave him.
Oh.
Yeah, the
That's what he's
flask
talking
that
about.
he has hidden, that he has.
Oh.
One of his other things was to talk to her about that, and it appears that Queen Dagnabbit wants it.
Diana, can you send him one more message and tell him we'll just meet him there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Easily enough. He basically tells you he'll be there within 2 days.
We'll be there today.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna be there instantaneously.
Okay.
That's why I said we'll meet you there, because he's gonna get there after
Yeah,
us.
he's got to fly there. So
Where is this Dagnabbit?
he told you he was going to Mithril Hall.
Mithril Hall.
Mhm.
Oh, underground. Okay.
Yep. It's like in the mountain.
Oh, like teleport to him and get him or something.
What are you thinking, Molfin? I think we should just meet him there and guard his citadel just in case.
My thought is, give them something else to worry about.
Poking the bee's nest when it's not necessary?
Apparently, it's already been
Your butt
poked.
in the bee's nest.
They've already moved on. The giants are not a problem. Something else is.
Yeah,
Would anyone care to wager me 100 platinum on what that would be?
Give me 100 platinum. I just said you.
Obviously, I'm betting on myself. I already know they will be dead.
All right. Well, I think
My
we should
thought
go
is if
there.
he takes off,
your guys so far,
And they tried to follow him.
your experience with the Lord's Alliance too has been that this group of people, they care about their primary goal is just civilization and the protection of civilization. With the giants being diminished, it doesn't mean that giants are still not going to flatten small villages out there. Like, as long as the giants aren't messing with the big cities anymore, Lord's Alliance aren't going to really care that much about them. But
Okay, now we gotta incite the giant.
Oh well, just fuck the small villagers then, I guess. No.
well, honestly, that's kind of what I mean, they're not gonna care too much unless it's like a place where, if the trade is really extensive, like, I mean, it's gonna be like some of these like small like outskirting farms and places that are just gonna get crushed.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, they're just these people that pretend to care about civilization, and really all they care about are the cities that make them money.
And that's why we didn't join them when they gave us the offer.
They're evil. Diana's gonna mess them up.
They have
Diana's
no
like,
care.
everyone in the world is evil.
Everyone.
The Alliance has no care for the balance of nature and the surrounding impacts, environmental impacts of larger threats. If it threatens their city, that's all they care about.
Yeah, they get into conflicts with the other factions all the time about trying to basically
Enclave all the time.
mow down forests to build new civilizations, and it's always like a constant battle between the two on conserve nature or grow the population, get some more cities built, things of that nature. So it's always that constant struggle of balance of power. So.
I say we just go to the Citadel, Molfin, honestly.
Well, you can do that.
Molfin's he's gonna visit every place that wrongs him and burn it to the ground. that's his. What would Molfin do? His next T-shirt says "Burn it to the ground."
Oh dear.
Kill it with fire. But I can't say that I gave away my staff of power. I no longer have fireball. Or lightning. Kill it with... finger it to death.
We've come so far since episode
Out
1,
of
folks.
Molfin will look and say, oh, I suppose your spell of mine.
Mine.
Oh, and by the way, Diana, your new boyfriend is planning on destroying the hills.
Excuse me?
I'm so confused. Wait, what?
That name Diana keeps bringing up, Balgrok.
Yeah, the thing
The
that,
one that you said?
Yeah.
yeah, the one that you summoned or something. I don't know what you did.
Diana
talked
was
to
only
him.
speaking of it when we get back here.
Yeah, and you guys
Because you talked to him.
had that same dream, that nightmare. So you've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diana, you had that nightmare too.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what was that about?
Well, let's just say I had a chat with my own personal lawyer,
Okay.
and I know what Balgrok is, and I know its true name.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a pit fiend.
I don't know.
I don't know what that is. No.
Apparently,
My
it's
name
a
was-
powerful servant of the hills.
Oh.
Well then.
I wonder. If one was to summon that to Mithril Hall, I'm sure that would give the Lord's Alliance something to deal with.
No.
Gramps!
No.
That's not a bad idea.
We want
Give
to
them some
prove
Why
that
don't
we are
we-
model citizens.
Hold on to that as a last resort.
We'll table that.
Is it even a resort?
Item.
That's an idea.
I think we should
Elves
use
have
the power
been
of our
useful
word,
before.
like civilized people.
Are we
Power of your
civilized?
words. I like the way you think.
No.
So, Callista, your spell, you said.
Yes. I'm gonna go say goodbye to my dad before we go.
Yeah, he gives you a hug before you leave and tells you to be careful, and he also says that he will do the best that he can in making sure that everything gets done around the house that needs to be done, and he'll keep an eye on all the contractors that you got coming in to work on it.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the ring of free action for now.
Okay. Sure.
Pretty much, I want all of his attunement slots filled up because he's got the manta ray and the staff of powers. I'm like, here.
I don't think the manta ray is attunement.
Oh, it's not?
I don't.
I thought it was.
It might be. Let me
Oh,
check.
I just don't need it.
I'll have to check. I'm not sure if it is or not.
Well, then anyone can have it. I just don't. I walk on water now.
Yeah, you didn't really need to use it. So you guys are
Unless we swim.
using
I
the
could swim.
trees?
Yeah.
Molfin's going to hang back to be the last one to walk out of the house.
Oh no.
Okay, you only have 6 seconds when she casts the spell.
Yep, so, well, no, it's just as they're all starting to walk out the door, Molfin's going to turn back and look at Gum Gum.
B. Brown, thank you for the 1,000 bits.
Holy
Oh,
moly.
you rock. Hey, Victoria.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Dang.
Player's gonna play.
Molfin's going to look and sort of glance over shoulder to make sure Diana and Callista are a little ways away. And looking at Gum Gum in a very firm voice,
Mhm.
going to say, "You will listen to Diana's mother and do exactly as instructed without causing any problems until we return." And I am casting Gaius on her.
Chibunwa!
Wisdom
A
saving.
wisdom saving throw.
I don't have Gum. Oh, do I have Gum Gum's character sheet handy? I don't think I do.
Probably the most wholesome use of a spell Molfin has
Yes.
been doing in the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a really good use of the spell. I'm not gonna lie. Even Callista's was like, yeah, Diana's mom needs a break.
Gum
Yeah.
Gum looks right at you and says, "Yes, Gum Gum do exactly what Diana's mother tell Gum Gum."
Good one.
It's gonna backfire.
Molfin will sort of nod and run outside to catch up with the group so he doesn't miss his tree.
Okay.
Probably.
And you guys have that feeling as you walk through the tree, as the tree, almost like the bark starts to just separate, and you guys walk through this area. It's just like a big, weightless step as you take it forward, and you feel this blast of cold breeze hit your face as you emerge back near the Icewind Dale to the north. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode,
Nice.
as you guys are moving on forward. Sorry it went a little bit late, guys, but I was trying to get us to
Nah,
a
that's fine.
really good ending point for next week as we go into episode 92.
So you know what to prepare.
So I know what to prepare. That's right. I always try to at least get to a point where you had some planning and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do next. So at least I know a general ballpark what's going on. Awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and hanging out with us tonight. Yeah, things are getting crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
These things bouncing around, new threats, Lord's Alliance wanting Molfin captured, cool relationship stuff we've got going on with Diana and Callista, Ashlyn finally being informed on her uncle's plan, the massive plan, Lachlan finding out that he was supposed to take out both beholders instead of just one.
Yeah. Oops.
So it seems
My bad.
everybody's got something going on in their lives as things keep on trucking, folks. So if you guys want to vote on a nat 20 for next week, we need to vote on a player or a character. Those of you in chat, they're hanging out with us. If you'd like to vote on a player or character did something extraordinary and all RP tonight, because we could have had combat, but we didn't. We avoided it.
Molfin's last spell.
Yeah.
So much between Callista and Diana.
True.
Mhm.
But
It's
I
hard to
think
choose
that,
between that.
yeah, that was a lot of RP. That was great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think Molfin had a lot of good moments too with the with Ashlyn with talking to the devils to
Those
No,
plans.
I was going to vote for Ashlyn for that whole wanting to be involved piece, but I was like, oh, she just had it this week, so I feel like I
Yeah.
can't vote Ashlyn again. It's the same way Lachlan going home. It's like that character step, hey, here, buddy, take the ring. Let's go see the folks now. It's like, it fits, but it's like, I just had it, man.
Yep.
Yeah. We've got nat 20s for lesbians.
Yes!
That is either so right or so wrong.
Best use.
Well, they're coming from Victoria, so I trust you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's-
But we got Pudding Void, says Diana.
Says Diana.
So we got votes for Diana. You know what? And to the vote from Molfin, the ideas that Molfin is coming up with on ways that he can try to make these connections with all these strange names that he keeps hearing, and all these new entities and people that are emerging. I find that fascinating.
Yeah.
So
Where is he going with that?
you know,
I'll tell you right now, he's going straight to hell to burn it to the ground.
I get worried giving Molfin nat 20s though.
Yeah. More younglings.
I know.
Get.
I get worried.
out.
I get worried giving those. So I'm gonna go.
Dangerous game.
Yeah, we got Kaplan voting for Molfin too. So let's do this. We'll give Molfin and Diana nat 20s.
Oh, yay!
Victoria Brown, thanks for the subscription. Tier 1.
Nice.
Victoria has subscribed for 11 months. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
All right, so
Dang.
Diana and Molfin will roll into episode 92 with nat 20s. Remember, we will be live next week, but the weekend after that, we will do a rerun of episode 92. So the next 2 weeks, we will have episode 92 running live next week and a rerun, as we are going to do a practice session of Shadowrun to get ready for our Shadowrun debut on Friday, November 1st. So that's what we'll be doing on Friday. Make sure if you haven't already liked or subscribed to us on YouTube or followed us here on Twitch, make sure you go ahead and do that so you can get caught up on all of our back episodes on our YouTube channel. And also, don't forget, if you'd like to support this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and be a part of this wonderful Proficiency bonus family that we've got going on here. So, yeah, awesome. This is going to be great. I'm looking forward to our debut of Shadowrun here on Friday nights. It's going to be exciting. We got some... you guys fought, then hugged.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we so many good things. So many, the last couple episodes have been, like, pretty wild with what all these...
We keep talking about this. Can we retcon this and say, at the inn in Skullport, Molfin used a sheet to craft a get-along shirt?
A what?
A get-along shirt.
A get-along
Sure.
yeah.
fabric.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna put the
We're
thing
gonna be
in
using that every session.
Oh no.
every
Well,
session.
you know what?
It's just gonna be Molfin
Me
and
too.
Diana
Guess
and the
what?
get-along shirt, or the
Tuck the get-along shirt on top of the two people that are arguing.
I love it.
That's great. Awesome, guys. Well, before we go tonight, any last-minute announcements that we need to get out of the way? I think we got a lot of announcements out of the way at the beginning, so...
Yeah, just for anyone who is late showing up, don't forget Monday we're doing sort of a wrap-up for Tomb of Annihilation. And you might hear some teasers about what's coming in the future for the Monday crew.
Awesome.
Mystic Hour on Thursdays are getting intense with Detroit Become Human. Got 4 hours in last night, and I feel like we're getting really close. We're really close. A lot of feels.
It's so stressful.
It's so stressful.
All right, well, folks, make sure you tune in, check out our schedule on our Twitch channel. Until next time, if you're in some inter-party conflicts, first of all, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus, but also don't forget to have the get-along shirt handy, because you'll need it probably at least 5 times an episode.
Totally.
Hell yeah.
That seems like where we're going with this.
Yep.
You guys have a great night. We'll see you next week, everybody. Night,
Okay, love
everybody.
you. Bye.